Hello everyone and welcome back to another live stream here on the twitch.tv/Xisuma, playing Factorio Space Age and going to a new planet today which I am all prepped and ready to do. But of course I have to tell you about the adventure that has unfolded in between this stream and the last one, because I stream this game rather infrequently, don't I? Yes, I do. I got green science sorted out over here, as well as bringing back some carbon fiber from Factorio, which was absolutely brutal when we played that last time. Stexry, Your Mum is Fat, The Kraken Bubble, Beanie Boy Jr., Life of Mafu, welcome to the stream. Where do we begin? Well, first of all, heading to Vulcanus, gonna chuck all of this stuff into a chest. So we'll be ready to go. Before we leave, do I need to clear out any of this? Probably, I don't know. Stuff going on with all the liquids. The factory here is pretty much the same as you might have last seen it. However, I love this so much. I've set this up over here, right? Ooh. Running low on red and green now. Yeah, I need to sort out copper over here at some point. And it gets used over here. So a lot of copper is going into creating platforms, because I just sent up a load of materials to resource harvester, right? So I'm doing advanced asteroid processing, and we're going to get copper and iron from space. That is a fun project that I'm looking forward to doing. I also gambled a few of these. I'll probably do more of this in the near future. So we got better quality things to send up for that starship, although thrusters won't be a part of that. Your Mum is Fat, thank you for subscribing. There's a joke there about how fat your mum is, but let's just leave it. Let's just leave it today. Did I miss you finishing Gleba? I didn't want to stream Factorio on a regular basis. I wanted to play this game more for myself. And so I haven't shown what I've gotten up to on there. It took me a long time to get to grips with it. And I'd actually built a bunch of like starter factories that I've since cleared out. Like I had one built in this area. You can see some of the remnants of it actually. I had one built around this spot. And I spent so long just farting around and not figuring it out. Eventually I decided to go into like a creative world, and I managed to design this one, which it always hurts my brain to look at this because I had to flip it and rotate it when I brought it into this world. But this has turned out to be incredibly good. So I did all of my engineering in a different world, and that takes the pressures off of like running out of certain materials and stuff. So I ended up shipping over all the belts and all of the parts that I needed to create what you see here. So I didn't actually fully build this out from the planet itself, because the challenge on this planet was just a bit overwhelming. So I kind of want to focus on having fun, and when something like that in the game becomes not so fun, I think it's a good idea just to pivot and do what works for you. And designing this is what worked for me. So this is also what I wanted to show you, how we got to this. It's pretty good, because once you've got this bit figured out and set up, right, you've got a good patch of lands. Like, we haven't got the best here, we're missing a few tiles, but all of this can be used to create your Moko, and you've got your seeds coming back in on a belt. You do the same thing with this stuff over here, the jelly squid, whatever it's called again. Not the greatest patch of land, right? I'm not sure if red... Does red mean I can go and fill it in? Make use of it? Either way, it doesn't matter, because we've got a massive belt of this coming through. And in its current state, I believe that any additional seeds get fed to this, and it's at full temperature. And then we siphon a little bit of the jelly squid off to keep this thing at full temperature. So now we have just an incredible amount of power that we barely touch to do this whole system. Down here we've also got another one, but another... Oh no, that one's full as well. So extraordinary amount of power. Oh wow, that's not hooked up. It's not hooked up to anything. Fortunately, there are robots. And I see it whizzing down. Okay, and now we'll have even more power production. Cool. Concept here, if you want a tip to do something like this yourself, this is one where I had to import the belts. So if you don't want to take that approach, design something with yellow belts, maybe skip on the beacons. But the idea is that I create a loop. So we start off by creating the Yamuka. Oh god, these words. Yumika mash. And then further down the line, we turn that into nutrients. Now, the nutrients are on a belt that collects... no, I'm looking at the wrong way around again. Sorry, the nutrient belt is here. It comes down. And it goes around in a loop. And it comes back on itself. Now, that seems like a very big loop. But it actually works. Because the time it takes to spoil, it can get round a couple of times. So that's good. When stuff does spoil from production, it's always got to go on a belt. So we have this, like, spoil belt leading back to the furnace. And let's see. Yeah, like here. Like, you siphon off the spoil, right? As well as taking it directly out of these buildings. Now, to minimize waste, you set these things up with a little bit of logistics. So up the top here, you'll see that we have a condition to activate this. So we wait until all the jelly has come out, and that helps just minimize the amount of waste in here. There's another one for putting in nutrients. So you kind of keep the amount of items inside of this thing low. Then whenever it backs up, because production's backed up, you don't spoil as much. Whoa! Did the game just get closed? I picked up my cup of tea and the coaster was stuck to it and it landed on the mouse and it must have just literally hit the close button on the game. That is ridiculous. That's fair. I do think it's possible to beat all the planets without taking resources there, but ones like Gleba, it's definitely harder. Yeah. And I think maybe if I ever in the future I'm like playing the game again from the beginning, when I go back there, I might be like, I've got experience now. Let's try and do this from the beginning. But for me, the challenge became not fun, and that doesn't really drive me when things aren't fun. So I was just like, okay, I'm gonna make this easier. Design a factory, bring the stuff over. Right. Okay, so there's a few other quirks to this, mostly with logistics, you know, reading the contents. Oh, wow, it made my mouse cursor really slow. Okay, yeah, it must have hit the middle button as well. All right, so further down the line, you create sulfur using spoil and bioflux. So that requires this additional loop of bioflux on the side, up the top here. Same for plastic, right? Your bioflux is made further down the line, so it goes round in a loop. Don't be confused by that bit. That's where we've got some extra nutrients being created here. So this recipe produces an insane amount of nutrients. So you need to pull it off the side like this. You can see it's produced so much that one's just stuck there with some spoil at the moment. Possibly an optimization could be made there, but I don't recall doing much circuit logic on it. Yeah, and so like the bioflux has this loop where it goes all the way around, and then it has another loop off the other side because we use it for the production of science. So the way that I've set this up is that we read the contents. We have this enabled. If the contents equals 1 pentapod, we can activate that. With the opposite side, it's if it equals 2. Now you get 2 from every recipe. So this one goes first on the left, and then the one on the right goes. And all we want to do is feed that back in. So this means it continuously makes pentapods without building them up, which is very important. You will never build up a supply of pentapods in here. And this belt will never back up. It will go all the way down to a furnace at the very end, right? Because these things, when they spoil, they hatch into these disgusting creatures. So for that reason, we create this setup where we only have 1 pentapod over here at a time. On the opposite sides, there are some optimizations to keep this thing from doing too much or putting too many ingredients in, but I can't remember specifically what it was. Maybe it was this one here. Yeah, like it waits until the science is gone in case the science backs up. Anyway, 1,000 potions will accumulate in here without spoiling, and this will automatically take them back. If we look at our orbital transport, it is currently sitting above Gleba, waiting for all of these conditions to be met. It's already got its science, so it's just refueling on ammunition. I did look at this and think maybe we should be putting speed in here, because iron ore is kind of infinite, right? Iron ore is kind of infinite. So when we go back down, we should make a request for some science. Gleba science. It'll import from. Yeah. Okay. So if we go here and ask for speed modules, it'll send up 50 at once, won't it? Now I don't want that to disrupt anything, so I'm just going to leave it there, so when I check it in the future we have that note. It's actually the same thing for this, but because these ones don't spoil and I've got loads of these potions already, I'm not going to optimize that, but I think that's an optimization here. Put speed on the furnaces because we get pretty much infinite iron ore, and then our trips will be a little more frequent. Barons 2012, thank you for 6 months. What's up, X? How you doing? I'm all right, my dude. I'm having another great day here on planet Earth. Had a very different morning, and now looking forward to just playing some Factorio and Satisfactory in the evening. Anyway, so that was pretty much the extent of our Gleba operation. I'm hoping we don't get attacked. I haven't been attacked since I've come back to the main planet. It just made that warning. Oh, that's because the rocket's being launched. I just hear a warning sound and I'm like, uh-oh, spoke too soon. In fact, launching rockets at the moment is possibly problematic because of the lack of copper. I think it might be smart before we leave to just stop the consumption over here. This is something else that could possibly be optimized. Have a better way of like turning things on and off. Could probably devise some sort of interface for that somewhere. This stuff isn't crafting, is it? We've got 10 of those. Yep, that is. I am going to get rid of all of that because that will drain copper. Is it giving it all to me? I don't want it. Jeez. Take these away. Yeah, so we're getting rid of all of that to stop bleeding all the copper out of our base, basically. And another problem is that I'm trying to do research at the same time. And I'm very lazy when it comes to going and getting copper, so... yeah, we've got to be careful with the automatic requests over here. Alright, so on that note, I have my resource harvester sitting up here requesting stuff. Let's turn that off for the time being so we're not sending more rockets. And then New Horizons is just a copy of my better ship that I designed. I'm looking forward to designing another one in the future, but today we're going to go to Vulcanus, so I need to send myself up there. That means, let's look at the current setup. This is pretty much my Navus setup, so I put all of that into something like this. Very good. And then we've got to remember that ammunition is also not allowed on my character. And then, do I want to optimize any of this? Now, I don't know what to expect on Volcanus. I believe there's only one enemy, which is the giant lava snake thing. So I might not need much more than is here in terms of defense. But considering I've got 3 of those equipped, I can move around really fast. We've got the Roboport. Ah, that reminds me of something. I think I want to take robots with me. I'm pretty sure I want to take some robots with me. That is one thing that I won't miss when it comes to playing up there, is the speed of building stuff. I also thought, you know, bringing a bunch of this stuff would be a good idea in case I want to like set up base and I decide to pivot. So you can see how I've prepared, maybe not with power, but at least with other stuff. If I pivot and say, hey, I want some belts, I just want to engineer and not get started from scratch, we have the option to do that. Let's turn off the requests for construction for now. I don't think they're essential. There's just like one missing somewhere. I can't even see which one it is, so that's not an issue. We'll turn off, even though this has been fulfilled, we'll turn that off. We'll go ahead and request 50 of those. And my robot's already here. So that'll do. We should see something launch straight away. It should not take a lot because I have a massive stash of well, I thought it was a massive stash. It's not. It's not a massive stash, peeps. All right, so I've already got my robots up there. I forgot that I did that preparation already. I don't know if we're going to launch another rocket. Kind of looks like maybe I should cancel that request because we're down to our last rocket. Going to turn it off. Go over here. Oh no, we got two, but whatever. It's time to go. There's other stuff I could show you, but I think it's time to go. We spent a long time dilly-dallying last time, so we're heading straight up there today. Wish me luck. Giant lava snake or giant larvae snake? I don't know. Lava. Volcanus, full of volcanoes and lava, right? Good luck, X, says Maddie. Thank you, thank you. I could quite possibly need it. All things considered. I'm known for being a bit of a derp. Right, then we head over to... how do we do it again? I've already set this up so I can click there. I kind of want to see the map. Space map. Right, so we've been to Fulgura, we've been to Gleba. Now we're going to go to Vulcanus. Aquilo after that, and then... I believe, yeah, Shattered Planet. I have no idea what's on that. I've seen Aquilo, though. I guess maybe you don't click on that. You can see I've also set up the science. This is the science we get from that planet. Heart Gamer says, you'll be fine, but good luck. Thank you. Ground control to Major X, says CJ Swag. I was literally thinking that. I was thinking about that song. Enjoying this cup of tea, I am. Oh, I'm enjoying it. Anyways, in the week, I spent a lot of hours just working on that Gleba factory day after day. And I think the Factorio obsession has now calmed down a little bit, and I've been feeling my energy come back for doing Hermitcraft and Minecrafty stuff. So I'm not so like obsessed about playing this game at the moment, which is kind of nice because I don't like it. I love and I hate it. I love when you get really obsessed with something and you're just all in on it, but then you just feel everything else is getting pushed to the side a little bit, and that's always a bit of a. I'll look at that. I arrive here and something happens. Well, that will get repaired. So, in fact, it's already repaired. So, you know, leave me alone. As long as it's not something happening on Gleba, I should be good. What's my favourite tea? I'm drinking an everyday, I believe, at the moment. Baron says, luck is for the fortunate. Sometimes that's not for those struggling. I think luck is for anyone. You can always be lucky. Okay, so we go down to the planet and we get to enjoy. I know I'm going to send down my robots, so I think I'm just going to drop them immediately, but we will try and do a little first game, you know, like start from scratch. The reason I want to work with the robots is because I don't take much pleasure from mining these blocks anymore. It's a little bit like with Minecraft, it's just, it loses its charm, but let's go ahead and do that. This looks cool already. I'm so excited now. I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. Yeah, we'll avoid sending anything else down. But we'll get that. By the way, you can be hit by these. I have actually been running around and had one land on me, which is kind of funny. Okay, let's go. You can do that and it disappears, or you can mine it, is another thing I learned. All right, so we got some sort of wildlife here, but I didn't. Oh no, I got carbon. I got carbon, not wood. Interesting. Have we got rocks? Oh, stone, iron, and oh, we are just jumping straight in with some interesting stuff. Then let's go and have a look. Where are the things related to this planet? Here they are. Okay, so mine a big volcanic rock and then get calcite from steam, water, and heavy ore. That sounds a little further along. I think that's the thing we want to do. My god, there's going to be so much stuff to unlock here. Big volcanic rock. You're a big volcanic rock. We found one. We're next to one. We did it! We did a research! Okay, so now coal and sulfuric acid and carbon and tungsten ore and sulfuric acid. We can make those two things, right? Okay, I'm thinking a scrapper might be interesting here to like reverse engineer the carbon, but you have to get the materials to craft that, so I'm not sure if that's the starting. Oh, there's just masses of coal here. Okay, so we can mine coal and possibly make carbon, but we can get carbon from trees. I've got stone to make a furnace, and then, oh, okay, so we can get going straight away. I see. Let's get more of those rocks. I forgot that we picked those things up, to be fair. I was thinking, like, where does the iron come from? Where do we get this thing from? Where do we get that from? Just do a bit of this. See, this is just, at this point, this was just a time thing, right? So that's why I like having the robots here to help us. The music here is beautiful. Oh, this is fun. I like the early game. I'm thinking already about what I'm going to do. So, let's get like 16 of those or something. Let's click on that again. Yeah, you need a few more things to turn it into this stuff, and I have no idea how we're going to use that. But we'll start by making some of the basics, and we'll do it over here. Yeah, by the way, this danger zone that's appearing, this is where that giant worm thing appears, and I don't know if these borders will shift, so we want to keep an eye on that. But not only do we want that, we want this. And I think I have to mine the coal manually to begin with. Right, we got 12. All in a row. A little bit more coal. Okay, and now we're going to come over here. We're going to grab that stuff and go... First ones will be like that. The rest will be like that. I don't know if we're going to need stone yet, and then we need more of this anyway. Yeah, there you go. Okay, now I have very little of this. And we've got to mine some more. Got a plan for the worm, or you gonna wing it when you get to that point, says the new dingo. I don't know what to expect of the worm's behavior, so I'm trying to keep an eye on what's going on the map and see if that area shifts, because I'm not sure if the idea is to build in the constrained space or if the constrained space moves. Okay, now we're going to make some of those, because mining is dumb. Let's keep X spoilerless, says Maddie. I'd appreciate that, yeah. I think I'd like to suss out what's going on by observation first. I don't think we're gonna make... We're gonna have a big problem too early, you know? Okay, so now coal is a little bit automated. And now I don't ever want to mine anything again, right? But I do want to make more of those. Which we'll do. Don't build close, says Tadas Pro. Well, do you mean don't even go near? Like, I don't know what close is. Don't build close to the red line, or is close the other side of the red line? I'm just doing what I can right now. I think the normal way to do this. Wait, what am I doing? Just do that. Is to. Oh, I think I'm gonna sneeze. Is to actually set them up in a bit more of a loop like that. I don't know if it really makes much of a difference, but we'll go ahead and do that. So now I can grab all the coal out like that. Then we can come up here and drop it into some of this. Then walk back and pick up all of that. At this point, though, we've run out of ores, so I don't think it makes sense to craft too many more of these, but let's get another loop of 6. Now what we've got to do is get the robots busy. Just collecting some stuff. Mainly rocks is what we're after. Keep an eye on where the red border is. See, that all seems to be rocks, doesn't it? Right, then I start to run around like a silly goose to help them pick them all up, because they'll take their time picking this stuff up, I tell you. Let's go get all of this. Nice. Doing a good job. The music on this planet is awesome. Reminds me of Mars. Okay. And like that, I think we've got most of it. Yeah, absolutely loads here. Come on, buddy. You got to catch up. Right. Okay, I just heard... Wait, oh, that's on a different planet. It's on Navus. Okay, they've been repaired. God. That had me panicked, that did. Not Gleba. Every time I hear a noise, it's like, as long as it's not Gleba. Okay, do this. If you're a speedrunner in this game, like, learning all of this and how to do it fast is, like, pretty much essential. I'm slowly picking up all of the little tips and tricks with the moving of the items like that. Slowly getting there. Okay, so now we want to take all of that. Okay, let's run these ones again. And then let's run those ones. So all stocks up. Get some more coal, run it from the opposite side because these ones aren't going. Alright, so now we're producing a heck of a lot of stuff. I imagine we're making some pollution, but it's not turning up as pollution on the map yet, so we'll keep an eye on that. Our border here hasn't moved, and we haven't really explored anywhere else yet. But now we need to start crafting stuff, so we need to think about the tech tree that it put in front of us. The thing is, we've got the regular tech right here, because we can get our copper and iron going. I don't have a power source. I'm doing everything manually. I've still got 6 of these. Didn't realize. Okay, that will all sort itself out. And then maybe... take all of that back. Nice. I don't know if I want to start doing that stuff. Let's make some more furnaces, though, because they seem to be pretty useful so far. Oh, I wanted to make more. Yeah, the music on this planet is really, really something. I like it. X, did you read the Factoropedia entry on Vulcanus and its tips and tricks? I did not. I seem to have started missing this. Okay, so, like, Volcanus briefing. Volcanus is a hot planet without water. Let's switch to standing. I've been sat for a good 30 minutes. You can't find crude oil or uranium, but there is several new resources. Lava is an infinite resource of minerals as a substitute for patches of stone, iron, and copper. Interesting. These can be found in raw form only in the big rock. Oh, so I can't get it from... I think it's saying I can't get it raw like that from lava, but you can get those things eventually. Solar panel is much more effective. The environment is hospitable with mountainous volcanoes, rivers of lava, plains of ash, and sulfuric acid geysers. Tile landfill. Lava isn't landfillable until much later. It can be crossed by elevated rails. Okay, so lava can be pumped by the offshore pump, processed in the foundry. Now we know where we're going. Into stone. Then molten iron and molten copper. It is possible to remove waste items by moving them directly into the lava. Alright, I'm liking this. This is much faster than the last one. Okay, so offshore pump and then a foundry. So we know we're going to make some of these. And then we want to make a foundry, right? That is possibly... let's search foundry here. Possibly we're missing a step. Rocket silo... Foundry, craft the tungsten steel thing. Tungsten carbonite. But that wants sulfuric acid. So is the acid geyser? Is this it over here? Is this going to hurt me? That's a thing. So what do I put on it? Maybe, it's going to be a liquid. Maybe, it didn't tell us what we could do. It's not that. It's a single spot. Maybe offshore pump. Maybe it's regular pump. No, that wouldn't make sense. Okay, oh, hello. Sulfur. Ah. And sulfuric acid is made with sulfur and water. That's a point. Where do I get the water from? Okay, so we got a few pieces of sulfur now. Maybe there's more. I see something orangey down here. That's probably the lava. Yep. Can I fly over lava? Yeah, I can. Then we got this. Oh, hello. Calcite processing. What if we mine that? Oh, I don't actually know what we get. Let's right-click it. Stone. Because I wonder if we can get calcite just from doing this. Let's think about power for a second again. I'm just thinking electric miner drills would be useful soon, but... Oh, it's copper, steel, and wait a minute. I can make solar straight off the... Okay, alright. So then we can make electric mining drills. Not sure what order I want to do things in here first, but now that we just did some more research, how do I see the most recent thing that we did? Because that has just unlocked... Okay, so calcite gets turned straight into sulfuric acid in the chemical plant. I'm going to guess the cryogenic plant is a little harder to do. Yeah, let's just not think about automation too much until we get a clearer picture of what we're doing. So we want that. So we need steel. Okay, so we'll go back up to our resources and start to work on steel. I think I'm going to need a bunch more of these. Oh wait, where am I? What's going on? Oh, I walked too far. Oh, what the heck? I was not paying attention to what on earth I just did. Did I just lose 24 robots? No, I got 50. Dude, I was not looking at at the map. I hope I haven't angered it. It's quite close to the border. It's quite close to the border. Okay. I'll take all of that. Then we're going to... How many more we need? a few more of those out. All right. Do that. I don't actually have a crazy amount of resources here. But now we've got loads of that. Okay, then we're going to take all of this, go up to the top. And actually put all the coal in there. Alright, that should be a pretty quick way to get started. Heart Gamer says, assuming not paying attention, colour me shocked. Ah, it's so hard to believe, isn't it? I'll admit I'm to smiling, but I'm not giggling. Oh, I'm not good enough for a giggle, am I? Not good enough for a giggle. Still want to pick up loads of that, so that we can create the chemical plant. Oh yeah, we're still waiting on the steel. One. Enough for one. I guess I need to mine some more rocks if I want some more resources here, right? Oh, I put it in the one that doesn't have fuel. Of course. Of course, that's how my brain works. So... don't go too close to the border now. Oh, hello. You're near all the rocks that I want to harvest. I'm going to get a lot of this. So this is one big session. Just get loads and loads of it, and then we're good. The thing is, like, you don't want to move around too much. You kind of want to stand still so the robots come back and recharge. But then they take more trips if you don't move around and pick stuff up. So there's a little bit of, like, picking your moments to move, really. See, look at this. We've got loads charging now. It's like a little bit of micromanagement going on. Right at the border. All right. Okay, I think we did that pretty successfully. Oh, look at that. Look at that. And some left over. Take all of this. I got an alert. No, I don't. I could have swore I heard the alert sound. Yeah, the only problem with that is when you put it back in, you run out of it pretty quick. Maybe you could argue I should have made a few more of those drills. Right, now we get some of that, and good stuff. Except now I've got very little iron. But hey, we made that chemical plant, so it's the calcite that I mined earlier. I mined a tiny amount of it that we turn into sulfuric acid. Then we're going to want that to go into a tier 2 assembly machine. I would really like to be able to pin recipes and items in this game just to help me keep track of what I'm doing a lot of the time. That would be super convenient. That was to process this into that. Carbon, like we've got carbon manually at the moment, so we won't worry too much about that. Oh, did I just put all of that in the trash? Man, I'm getting attacked, like, quite frequently at the moment. It's because of pollution. Pollution has clearly, like, kicked up a notch. But we just slowed down our production. I think It might just be because copper's backing up everywhere. I'm just trying to think of what else is going on here. Maybe it's this as well. We're bringing down potions constantly to do research. But yeah, pollution is nasty on that planet. Alright, let's drop in a bunch of that again. Right, and now we've got plenty of this stuff to craft what we need. Including pipes. Alright, where do we get started? I don't know really. So, chemical plant. Oh, we need power. We need to create solar panels. That's going to make this. Yep, so calcite. Oh, no, wait, I've read it wrong. Calcite and sulfuric acid creates steam. That's your source of power. Then steam produces water. But then we need water to make sulfuric acid. So there's like a bit of a loop there that I don't quite understand where you get started. So once again, maybe I've missed a step. We need the water to make the sulfuric acid. To make the steam. So I can see how that loop will generate power for us off of like a mining drill patch. We're gonna get there eventually, so let's craft up some in advance. Chat, any hints, tips, or nudges are welcome. Feel like I'm missing something. We also had one more page to look at, which was lava processing. So I guess we can put an offshore pump and get the foundry going, possibly. We have to make a foundry. But that doesn't really advance us further along than where we currently are. We can get those materials. And where is the foundry? Have I unlocked it yet? I don't think I have. Go read tips again. Okay. You can use the pump jack to extract sulfuric acid from the geysers. That's the bit that I'm missing. I did almost consider trying that, but then I got distracted by getting sulfur from the rocks. I don't think that's in here though, is it? Like it mentions the geysers, but it's not in our tips and tricks bit. So we'll make a pump jack. We've got exactly one. So we'll get our sulfuric acid, we'll get our calcite over there. I guess we're going to make like a little power production setup. We'll use the solar panels to kickstart it. And this is painfully slow to craft. So we got the offshore pump, we got the mining drills. I think we're going to need like this. And then we're going to need a lot more materials. Let's cancel the next 2 solar panels just because we want to make a bit of a difference here. Right, that's it. We pulled out everything we can for now. Crazy amount of stone. Let's head over to those geysers, whatever we're calling them. Man, the music on this one is like really impressive. Mayskull, welcome to the stream, my dudes. Mayskull says next to furnace. What's next to furnace? What's the difference between active and passive provider chests? So passive means a request in the network will then come and get the items. Active means if there's items in the chest, it will try and move it elsewhere. So if you had space in a chest, items from an active provider would get moved to that chest. Items from a passive one wouldn't until a request for it appeared, and then it would use that as a source. Oh, look at that. Even though their hitbox is 1, it's bigger. Yeah. Same as oil patches, actually. Right, so we got that. That's good. Let's go and place this here with a power cable. Now we got sulfuric acid. We're going to go straight into that thing, maybe? To do that, I think so. Rotate it. Yeah, so let's put half of that and half of that in there. And then we've got that. Okay, now we have the foundry. Ah. Oh, did I hear a noise? No. We can make stone and molten iron. Stone and molten copper. So that's from the same ingredients. Then if we put iron ore back into a calcite, do we get 500 molten iron? Why is that not as clear? Because it's got products, stone and iron. Here, there's no products. We're looking at the products. That feels a little weird, the way that's arranged. Molten copper from lava, recipe, ingredients, products. This one doesn't have products. The product is the thing at the top. That's a weird way. Why is that not... Does anyone else think that's a little weird, or am I missing something here? Like, here you see the ingredients and then you get the products, the output. Here you're looking at... The output is just the bit at the top. Maybe it's because it's 1 and this one is 2. It sort of displays it differently. Well, then there's a product with just 1. The title of the tooltip is the single product. And then here, the product is listed. That's got to be a mistake. That's a little confusing back there. Okay, so you can make molten iron into iron plates and the molten into copper. So we're going to need a lot of these because it goes through several steps. Then we can make molten iron straight into steel, which is cool. And then molten iron into... Oh, that's nice. And that one. Okay, these are good. So then with iron and copper and plastic bars, we can make low density... Interesting, interesting. I'm seeing the tech tree now to get back to space. So we are going to need some stone bricks to make concrete. And then we can make those directly. Okay, so it's all about making the foundry now. Oh, is that another way to make heavy oil? This requires lubricant. Oh my god. So lubricant is made from heavy oil. Coal, calcite, and sulfuric acid is actually quite doable. Let's make another pump jack so that we got another line of sulfuric acid somewhere. Oh, okay. And refined concrete. This is brutal. You have to do a fair bit of work to get to that, don't you? Okay, I need to take this in a little bit. We're gonna need more of this stuff, so I'm just gonna chuck in some more of that for now. I don't want to like miss steps here, but it sort of feels like I could easily do that currently. Because that's not a quick thing to get to yet. I'm kind of seeing it as the next thing I need to do. I reckon I need to get some rocks, and then I need to get something going with this calcite. Is this like good old rocks that will give us iron and copper? Kind of looks like it. Getting a tiny bit. Yeah, we'll take all the carbon now that we know it's useful as well. Alright, let's get charged up. Are they taking damage? There's like fire here and they're flying through it and taking damage. But once you get it, it's a great machine, says Maddie. The Foundry, yeah, it looks like it. I kind of felt like it was going to be the next logical step, and then you see the crafting recipe, and it's like, oh, it's not. It's clearly not. Out they go. Out they go. We too lazy to mine this one? I noticed this. Sometimes it's like the jobs have been assigned in an order, and then you got some that are just like going back in while others are recharging. I have 30,000 derp coins. I'm not spending them till you get to 99 billion. Wow. Oh, wow. Look at that. We're going to need a chest. We're going to need a chest. Let's make a couple. Put all of that in that one. Probably might as well put that in there for now. Okay. We'll do this. This is satisfying. Okay, so we got... Let's do that quickly. Oh, we had one more left. Of course we did. We got quite a bit out of that. Way more copper, though. What's this over here? Cast... Oh, so we can cast pipes directly from the foundry. Foundries are going to be awesome. Foundries are going to be awesome. So, we found sulfuric acid. I know we have to do something with the calcite. So if we come back over here to that patch we found. What do we need to... Oh, that looks good. Big mining drill. Now that I can do. So I can... Oh, this again, that's steering us towards the foundry. What are my priorities here? I feel like my priority should be making iron and copper. But I feel like I'm being pushed towards making the foundry. Tell me that, chat. Is that the right direction to go into? Should we be focusing on the foundry straight away? Because otherwise it's not too clear how to get going. I think it can be done. The refined concrete. Okay, yes, says Shiggity Shaw. Focus on power and then on the foundry. I was just about to say, the one other thing is that this is also used to create power. Not that. That one is like a loop. So we got to get a power source over here with automatic mining and sulfuric acid. So we've got to get pipes to bring that over here. Once we do acid neutralization, we are then doing steam. I think you can put steam into turbines. See, that's an engine, but that's very pricey, and it consumes 60 a second and outputs 5.8. Let's just call that 6 megawatts. 60 per second for 6 megawatts. So that is 30, half the amount for 900 kilowatts. So I believe if I simply craft that, it will turn this... Oh, it does say max temperature 500, and that says max temperature 165. So temperature is a parameter. And here we get it at 500. So doesn't that mean it's probably going to slowly come down in temperature? Which means it might be redundant to start with that. Let me know, chat, if you got some experience. Do I go for the better turbine, steam turbine, or start with a steam engine? That would be a helpful piece of information, because it's a bit of a gamble to go with that one. One thing's for sure, we're going to need this, so... Don't really know what's the right way to go about, but we'll start... Oh yeah, I've got to get some belts. Going to put down our power source here. We'll put it off the patch. There we go. And get a few belts so this stuff starts to come out. Is it like nighttime? I think it might be nighttime. Fluid temperatures don't go down unless a recipe does it. You have 600% better working solar panels. Use them. Yeah. I mean, I could. It would it mean missing a step here? If we're just going to get power from solar panels instead of doing this whole steam thing, then let's say I'm not setting that up. That was a loop. I believe Yeah, okay, no, we need to set it up because it produces water, but it's steam to water, so we can hook that up to power if we need it, but I think for now we're doing the same thing, but we're not worried about that aspect of it. So I'm going to need to get these things close together. The trick is what's the cheapest, right? So 10, 15... I think that's like 2 iron or 1.5 iron per. It's probably quite similar in price. I'm not sure how long those pipes stretch, but it couldn't be more than 15. I think the pipes would be the more efficient way to do this. Let's do it with pipes. See how far we get. So we're going to want the one that's closest. Then we're going to hook up our other bit of power here. All that being said, it's probably better to hold on to that. Okay, then the pipes. Could do a little bit of lifting here. And how far across are we trying to go? See, every now and then the placement can get a little bit wasteful. Is this going to give me some iron and copper? Because I kind of need that right now. I think we got some sulfur out of that. Oh, you're not in the right spot. Do you know what? It looks like it might have been easier to turn downwards a little sooner. That's the maximum that goes. Should have just kept on like this, really. That's more efficient. So somewhere down here is where we need it, so that'll do. I need to get more iron now. Solar is okay early. Sulfuric acid to steam is much better and easier. I think I'll craft a turbine at some point then. Okay, where am I going? I need to look at my mini-map. Going up. Okay. Get all of this. Now we got lots of stuff again. And hardly any of this. Hardly any of this. Alright, all the coal's gone, I think. Or at least most of that's full up. Yeah, I think most of this is full up now. Oh, there's a little bit more there. Good. Good stuff. Right. Okay, we need to craft stuff. Well, I think I'll get a turbine crafted now to throw in the mix. It's pipes is the main thing, isn't it? Let's head back over here. Tell you what, let's get those crafted first. Oh, it's being used for the turbine. Of course it is. That's the way it goes in this game. Let's cancel that then. Oh! A little bit wasteful. Hey, I love the line system. That is a good thing. What do we need to do? We need to get this stuff into our inventory so we can click on that. And we are doing this one, which is done in the chemical plant, of which I have one. So I might want to scale this up a tiny bit. It's probably not a great location. That's fine. Let's make sure we've got plenty of those. Bring power over here. Okay, you're going to do calcite and sulfuric acid. Very good. Then it's going to create steam that goes into that to create water. I think this is sort of facing the wrong way as well. I think I actually, yeah, I'd actually prefer it like that. Because we might need a bit of room here to scale this thing up. Let's get a few of those going. I wish Minecraft inventory looked so cool for organizing. Oh my goodness me, it could take a lesson from Factorio, couldn't it? If you decide to use solar panels, you always need a lot of them, and it's 300% bonus, not 600. Gotcha, gotcha. Let's add a little space in between just for potential scaling. You know, we're just getting started up. It's kind of hard to think about the layout when something's brand new to you, because we also got to get a belt over here. So I definitely need some belts crafted. So maybe we don't need too many more of those right now. Yeah, it kind of strikes me as actually you'd probably, if you were to turn this into an array, right? Probably going to want to do something like this. And then these things would shimmy across like that. Oh, I need our first inserter. Let's start with yellows because it's early days. Start with a yellow inserter over here. Very nice, very nice. Now we've got some steam going into this thing that will turn it into water, which it should do straight away. Now, on the tech tree for the Foundry, which I wish I could pin somewhere and refer to, I guess I could use my hotbar. And then can I alt-click that? I can. That's nice. That's nice. So to make one, we need steel. We can do that manually. We could actually craft these and put them to one side for our first ones being manual. We've got to get the tungsten carbonite going. So it's these two that look kind of crazy, right? So we got water sorted. Ugh. Tech tree is emerging. My brain is a little small when it comes to wrapping around this a bit. Let's go ahead and peel off with some pipes. Pipes. Let's go and peel off a little bit of this. Not like that. Grab our turbine. I'm not sure we actually made it in the end, did we? Now I'm out of materials again. Interesting. I guess I've got to chop down more rocks. Oh, that's a lot of rocks. There we go. Make it easier for them. It's actually quite a lot right there as well, isn't there? Alright, bring me all of those. I love that my guy can just fly over stuff. I think Thulgora is definitely the easiest planet to go to first. Man, we've harvested so much stuff from around here. Except right next to where we are, of course. Like, there's still all of this. This is mostly carbon. Any rocks? Nah, we've kind of got most of it. We're going a little close to the border again. The border hasn't shifted once, by the way. So that's good. Yeah, let's get iron going. Then we'll put in some copper again. And now we'll just run across and get whatever is there. It's the steel. I think steel was the thing we were most after. We could make one. So maybe it wasn't. I've just done a big derp on Gleba, says Maddie. Uh-oh, I'm rubbing off on you. Which planets has X done so far? Gleba and Fulgora. Gleba was brutal. Fulgora was an absolute pleasure. Volcanus so far is feeling challenging in the right way. I'm trying to think back to, like, first playing this game and struggling, if I did, with the tech tree. I don't remember struggling with it. It feels like this game has gotten advanced with time, and these new planets just really lean into the complexity of a tech tree. Or maybe I'm just getting old and dumb. That also feels entirely possible. So that thing should kick in now, right? And it might be smart to add a tank down the bottom here, just to sort of store some up. That means I'm going to need a few of these again. Let's get a tank at the bottom here. So hopefully that means we can store the steam at temperature, and then the turbine can spin whenever we need power. Now, on the road to the foundry, we need lubricant, which you get from heavy oil. Now, coal, calcite, and sulfuric acid can also be done, I think, in this kind of area. Let's, oh, look at this. We're running out of iron. I really need to get iron production quicker. I feel like I might be going about this the wrong way around. But yeah, so somewhere up here we could bring coal and then do lubricant, but it's just a small part of what we need for the foundry. I put it on my hotbar for a reason. So steel, electric circuits, tungsten carbide we can do, then lubricant. Then that leaves us with this. So we can make that from, you know, steel and iron. And then we've got the stones. So actually, I think we can sort of throw together a little bit of a hacky setup somewhere around here. Yeah, okay, let's bring... I got to bring a lot of coal. I think I'll do it manually. Save bringing a big belt across. And I really need to find some more rocks, because I think I don't have enough materials right now. Let's pinch all of this stuff. And then head to where they're heading. Okay, lots of rocks over here. Take down the trees. They seem to get set on fire when you harvest them. That looks like a good patch. Oh, look, loads. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Right. Let's collect all of this. Get right in the middle of this area. This is good. Right, we'll get all of that, and then I think we're going to have enough for what we need to do. Nice. Athens72 says, how you doing? I'm doing alright, thanks for asking. You lasted more than 5 minutes without giggling in an X stream, and I disliked every single second. That doesn't sound good. Oh wow, you have the mech armor. How do you like it? I love it. It's a really nice upgrade. Just being able to fly over stuff is super cool. Okay. Whoa! You know what else we got to do here? We got to start smelting this stuff. And then that's kind of that. I do definitely need some more iron for steel. Okay. That'll get us started. Then what do I do with this again? Yeah, so I got to set up a couple of crafting machines next, it feels like. Just to get us over the hump and get the foundry stuff going. So let's make sure we've got a few of those. What's up with you? Is there no more coal there? Have we harvested it all? I think that's what that's for. Hey, wait. Oh, okay. A research just got finished. Good to know. I think it might be smart. No. I was going to say, it might be smart to pause the research because the base keeps getting attacked, but nah, that's not the way to do it. Alright. Okay, pick up resources. I think we need to bring a few of these furnaces with us now. Oh man, I'm going to keep banging on about how good the music is on this planet, aren't I? Oh, maybe I should have done it manually, yeah. Sometimes robots are good, sometimes they're not as fast as you think they're going to be. Off we go. One more round before we go. Can never have enough. Sounds like Lord of the Rings. I was thinking a little bit more like Matt Ullman, Diablo, but then it's just like, what's your reference point, right? Okay, so the next one of these is for... Wait, wasn't there a loop here that I discovered? Yeah, that. I thought that was a loop, but it's not. it's not a loop because we got the sulfuric acid. So that was old thinking. Those things, advanced thruster fuel, yep. Okay, down here. Gonna make those manually, basically, and that. Okay, so we need a table for that, and then it's lubricant that we're chasing. To make heavy oil, we have to use calcite, coal, and sulfuric acid. That is why I thought we needed one of these. I'll do this a little further up in case we end up building like an array. So if we go here and just shimmy that out for one of those, we'll bring across some power. And then we're going to need probably a couple of inserters. The belt needs to go a little further. Let's set up the recipe as well. We're doing... Don't tell me the one I'm looking at is done in something different. Oil refinery. Not a problem. Not a problem. That means the belt's going to need a bit of a wiggle. Oil refinery. We're still crafting it. Okay, I'm gonna make a bunch of these. Put them in a chest. Just because we might end up... Actually, I should do that with a machine at this point, shouldn't I? Start using those assembling machines. So over here I could do that. Yeah, let's not do it all manually. Oh, there's so many. So many. I wish there was a quicker way to cancel them. Okay, there we go. Oh, there's just so many items now. I haven't really set up my hotbar here. What I tend to do is like one for each planet, but then I stop using them, and it just becomes a horrible mess. Okay. So now we put in 100 of those there, 100 of these here. We're also going to need a chest. There you go. Right, so those are getting made. Yeah, there's a couple more to come. Oil refinery. Oh, that's a big one. That's a big one. Yeah, that thing is massive. This thing needed more than a little wiggle, didn't it? That's the one we want, so we've got to get the coal in here. We're going to do that with one of these, one of those, another one over here. Oh, I was like, why is it not doing anything? I didn't actually put any coal in there. That's stupid. That's beyond stupid, isn't it? Right, then we want to do... Oh, that's nice and simple. That's nice and simple. We're going to go put this just there. Hook it up with that lubricant. We got it. So that's gonna go into the assembling machine. Oh wow, we're running out of space here. That's gonna go into the assembly machine that makes the foundry. Yeah. Let's get a couple of these things on the hotbar. Oh, we've got to make some. The music on this planet is so good. I can't wait for them to release the soundtrack for this. Can't wait. Yeah, ain't got no power. Bruh. Bruh. Okay, now we got power. Then we'll have lubricant. Then we'll have that ready there. These things, right? Put them in. Put in the steel. Two things. We're shy by two things. That one is made in an assembly. Let's go look at the recipe. Carbon, which we got manually. Tungsten is manual. Sulfuric acid. So let's go up here. And we'll put you there. Right, we got that bit done. Okay, then we're going to need 2 facing in, 1 facing out, 3 chests. Exactly what we got. Okay, so we put in that, put in this. There you go. It's going to turn. You know what? Since it's going to turn all of it, let's just tone that down a little bit. I'm not sure if we need this for other stuff just yet. It's easy to get, but we don't want to go crazy. I can even like belt this over here to try and automate the process, but we're not going to do that yet. All right, so we got water over here. We need to use water and iron. So that's going to be... Okay, next thing is concrete, right? Oh, where is it in here? There. Stone bricks I'm doing manually, so, and then I need to get more iron ore. So we create that in an assembly from the water, and then we use the water again, and maybe another assembly for the iron sticks. So I can picture that with 3 assemblers. Should be pretty easy. It's just about the space to put them in. Shall I put in some more of that? Yes, I shall. Okay, and then I need iron ore again. So now we go in search of rocks. Hoo-wee! I just found the jackpot. I was just about to say, they're all going to go out to the further away ones first. That's how the robots work. Hoo-wee! Okay. I think I'm just going to let them do the work. I'm going to let them do the work. The music is like Star Wars mixed with Lord of the Rings. I love it. Yeah, it's a really good soundtrack, isn't it? It's a good one. Only coming in with one, but had an alright stream. Thought I'd come here. Hey, welcome, welcome. Playing Factorio? We're having a good one today, I think. I've probably got enough for what I need, right? Yeah, we got loads of iron now. That's good. And we can head down here if we want more again in the future. Right, let's let them recharge. You've been waiting to get on a Xisuma stream for a bit now. I'm going to be streaming again tomorrow. Sunday, at some point, I'll do Hermitcraft. Monday, I'll do Satisfactory. Tuesday, Hermitcraft. I've got it all in my head. That's what I want to do. Alrighty. Oh, I'm okay. Let's see. Everything looks good. We're going to bring the water over to... Where's the water? Over here. So, like I said, 3, didn't I? Here's what I'm picturing. 1. Put a space between them. I know it's kind of like on the patch a little bit. Don't worry about that. It's all temporary. It's all temporary. Just like this existence. Huh? What? Okay. I guess we've got to get that up here first. You know what? We'll move this. How did I make that appear? That actually looked kind of helpful. Let's put the old fingers back on the keyboard. In the correct spot, please. Right, so the second one is the more advanced one. The first one is... Yep, that one. Swap them around, so now they got their water. These are going to come from chests, right? So let's get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 chests in, but we don't need 1 out on this arrangement. Because the one that goes out is actually going to go to the side. Okay, in go those. In goes a bunch of this. We're making that now. Steel. We don't have a lot of steel. That's okay. Gonna make iron sticks back here. And I'm gonna tuck those in like that. I do think now that I've seen the layout, like the tech tree, it feels to me like it would actually be really good to lay this out maybe on a belt. But we can plan ahead a little bit later, I guess. Like, if I were coming here for the second time, I wouldn't be doing it this way, right? At least it feels like that. Okay, let's find a spot to just play this little game. Put in our iron ore and start getting some iron, which I need to now probably go get a lot more of. Apparently I missed some. I'm trying to get into this game. Do you have any tips, as Drow's one? Yeah, I would recommend maybe not looking at other players if you're new, and enjoying the aspect of like exploration and figuring things out. If you don't like being in that like space of like, oh, how do I do this thing? And like experimenting and tinkering and learning, then you might struggle. But one thing I don't think you should do with this game is look at what other players are doing, especially if you're new. I think you should experience the joy of the problem solving without seeing what other players are doing, because there's a lot of like, you're gonna over time continuously find better ways of doing stuff, and then other people are already doing it way better than you are. And like that can put you off, and I think you can miss out on the pleasure of the problem solving. So this is like a open-ended problem solving game where you make unique solutions. There are also highly optimized arrangements and tricks and stuff where you calculate all the flow of items and do a bunch of spreadsheet math, and like that aspect of the game I think can put off players from having a lot of fun with this game. So if it feels daunting, like, don't let it be. Just focus on your own little thing and learn step by step, right? And then maybe when you're a little further along, you might feel comfortable with looking at some like tips and tricks videos and just some aha things that you now understand because you've been playing for a while. But I'd say early game, just enjoy the pleasure of exploring what the game has to offer. First time I played all night without even realizing it, says Shiny Alpha Syria. That was like one of my first experiences with this game as well, was just like immediately hooked. Just immediately like lost in the factory building, because there's always something to do in this game. There's always like an optimization to be made. Like the factory always has to grow, doesn't it? This is becoming our base of operations now. And I'm noticing that we're accumulating like a lot of stuff that we're not using, so we'll bring everything over here. Actually, I don't think it makes sense to bring everything over here, does it? Like if you're a new player, like you might spend a lot of time manually mining coal like this in the beginning and just not realize to do things like this with the make a burner miner drill and just put them in a loop together and they continuously get coal. Ones like those, it's really good to know as like a new player, but like if you just feel like you're having fun doing whatever you're doing, you know, just go for it. Gotcha. Just remember following you from Hermitcraft and saw you playing and thought I'd ask. Cool. Welcome in. If you want to stick around, you'll see spoilers. But I'm happy to answer your question. Take some time out. It's really easy to lose track of it when you're playing. Yeah, I've done that so many times. I've just been absorbed by doing the next thing, and then it's like, oh my god, an hour just went by. I'm gonna have a little bit of that again, I think, with this. Like, the game had dulled a little bit again, where like Gleba just kind of was a bit of a slog to get through, and now I think this one has kind of like revitalized that aspect of the game again. I could see myself just losing track on this planet, but I'm gonna take it a little bit slower and be smart with how I play. Just try and give yourself that break to think about things, because when you play endlessly and you're like always trying to do the next thing, what you often lose sight of, oh yeah, I got to get that over there next, is like actually having a break in order to like give yourself time to think about the challenge that's in front of you. Because when you keep playing and you don't take that break, I find it's easy for me to just make bad decisions, and later on you're like, why did I do it that way around? You know, you need that break. I think we were putting steel in here. We could probably put multiple items in as well. All right, and then it won't do anything else because now it needs the output to go somewhere. This is kind of like not in the best position. So then the output is going to come here. And we don't have any underground belts. Let's get crafting a bunch of stuff. I mean, I was supposedly doing this manually, right? But now I'm like, that's the slow one. Let's have that one come round from somewhere. Maybe I'll hook up some more stuff to this in this incredibly awkward place, and it can become automated. Right, is our turbine switched on yet? I think we're using the turbine lightly, yeah. You can see here that we are using 380 and 144 comes from solar, so yeah. The turbine is powering up. The turbine can power so much more, though, so. Right. That one is next, which I have here. So that's the next thing to make. Let's remind ourselves of how it's made. What do I need for that? Steel. All right, steel's been a bit of a bottleneck, hasn't it? Okay, we're making some more, and now I need some more iron ore, which I could pinch from here, but whatever. Yeah, no, I absolutely need to get some iron. So we need to go harvest more rocks again. Do I do that first? What's going on there? I think I might just have to replace it. Okay, all good. If we still have any new players with us, learning the controls is another thing that's really worth knowing as a new player, because there's a lot of like very helpful controls early in the game that are really worth knowing, that speed up a lot of manual labor. Okay, there's all of that. Still probably not enough iron, because we've got to mash it into steel. I'm really looking forward to getting that feedback loop going on this foundry, so then it's like we can just continuously like expand and then be like, okay, we got loads of iron and copper, because that's kind of looks like where it's heading, right? Okay then. So we were looking at getting more iron. Coal over here. Very nice. What are you? You are on Navis. We'll be okay. I think a robot got destroyed, though. We haven't done a checkup on the other planets in a while. So this is all... Like, can you see that flat line there? That means that... How do we go look at this? Yeah, I don't want to look over there. This bit. That means, yeah, look at this. We got a batch of potions from space. So our transport here is hovering above Navis, dropping down potions and dropping off some of the carbon fiber as well. I'm not sure when I get to use that, but we're delivering it. We're stockpiling it. How are we doing here? Still got a bunch of that coming in. Kind of looks like that one could benefit from a fast repeater. All right. Yeah, I got distracted a bit by trying to get iron for that. Let's go back to it. Make a few more of them. How am I liking Volcanus so far, says Random Gear? I really like it. It's peaceful, like Fulgura. I know there's the worm, but it's all about just staying in this area, isn't it? Which I think is kind of nice. I think the idea is that if you want to expand... You see how there's multiple lines here? This makes me think that there are multiple worms patrolling these areas. So it's like when you want to expand, you go and fight, which I like the idea of that. It being a bit more optional about how to do the thing. Okay, so we now have assemblers. To check out how we make that again. So the sulfuric acid, the tungsten ore, and the carbon. Didn't I have... that already... no, it's for that stuff. Wait, yeah. I did already have it set up. Yeah, donkey. Alright. Let's go over here. Did I just call myself a donkey? Like, what did donkeys ever do to deserve to be compared to me? Okay. That's the way, isn't it? No, we're out of that stuff. Wait, that's... Ah, so it was going into there. That is why I'm confused. I think I'm just going to chuck all of this stuff in for now. Yo, more impressive music. And then I need like an output. Just limit that to 2 for now, I think. And now we have to go and remember where stuff goes. So like, I know I'm going to need that. Steel's down here. Still got... I'll put half of it into there. Do I need just steel direct here? I do. So that's an output chest. I kind of also need an input chest for steel and circuits. Right. So in goes that. In goes this. Steel goes in there. And we need to make more circuits. Wow, it wants a lot of this. I think we need some fast inserters around here. Which means I need more iron again. Okay, I gotta go mine some rocks, don't I? I gotta go mine some rocks. Where were they? There's a few here. No. Whoa, say what? Say what? A larger, more powerful mining drill with a wider mining area allows the mining of harder ores, such as the harder parts of the tungsten deposits. Ooh! 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 That is such a weird noise, isn't it? Okay, we'll get that in a second. Oh, hello, I'm in your territory, aren't I? We'll stay away. We'll stay away. We'll play it safe. Xisuma don't need to die right now. Right, let's get these bits here first. Actually, I'm just going to stand back and let them do their thing. What's wrong with donkeys, says this donkey. Oh, you're here, I see. You know, as I said it, I was like, why is that an expression? What have the donkeys done, eh? What have they done? I think we're actually in the territory right now of one of those lava snakes. Ooh, that looks like a thing. It's not, but it kind of looks like it might be a thing. You certainly rock X, says Ran Hofcord. Oh, you're so nice. You're too kind with the compliment. Thank you, my dude. Yeah, there's the worm. It's a worm now. It was a snake, now it's a worm. It's changed. Horsesuma confirmed. Is a donkey a horse? Is a mule a donkey? Why do they have different names? Is it because they're different things? Yes, let's get all of this. Let's get all of this. Loads of it. May I make a quick suggestion before you overproduce on Foundry, says Random Gear. Yeah, sure. Does it involve using circuit logic to change the recipe by any chance? Like cycle through recipes or something? Because that thought crossed my mind while I was looking at all those recipes. I was like, do I want a lot of these or do I want to do something clever? No, says Random Gear. Oh, I'm sorry. Jeez. No. That's the wrong idea. Well, I'm all ears. Maddie's gonna eat. You'll be back later. Enjoy your eating. Enjoy the sustenance. I've had my eats for the day. Had apple, yogurt, and porridge for breakfast. Then for lunch I had couscous and some meat and tomatoes cooked in some spices. And then for the evening I had salad. Good old halloumi salad. Oh, we're full! I've been too greedy, me robots. Oh, I'm worried about them going across the lava, that's for sure. I've been greedy out here. Wow, we need to let's get more of this. Oh, and I'm out of that, okay. Okay. Yeah, what's up with that? It's like that was left over, so it couldn't do those. Where are we at? A couple more for you. We're doing okay on the stone bricks. Could probably do with smelting some more of that. There we go. God, that sounds delicious. Now I'm hungry, says Tinali. Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. I apologise for eating delicious food. Use the foundry to make more foundries. That's a great tip. Thanks. We've got 2. Oh my god, let's go put this sucker down. That thing looks epic. Right, so... Oh, look, this is where we make this as well. We need electric engine units for that. Now, why would we make that in there? We don't... Oh, we do. Look, we get production bonus. Right. So we do want to... and look at this. It's just... It's in a spot where I can't actually build the foundry. Typical. Typical. I guess I could just pump the lubricant up here. Yeah, it feels like somewhere around here is probably the spot to do this. We'll go ahead and refund ourselves. Yeah, I thought you might do that. And we want to keep producing that. So what did we run out of? Carbon, and I didn't put any more trees. So we'll go chop a tree. Wait, is there another way to make carbon though? There's got to be another way to make carbon. Not seeing trees, mostly rocks, which we're good on at the moment. Oh, look at this. This is a gold mine. Actually, it's a copper and iron mine, but yeah, you know what I mean. Ain't no gold in this game. So those are the rocky areas. Maybe it's in the flats that we're going to find trees, right? Can you swim in the lava? I can't. I can fly over it, though. Don't get hurt, my little robies. Don't get hurt. Oh, this is what we're talking about. They're all getting hurt at the moment. We're going to wait right... Whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh, it's just them being idiots. Don't worry about it. Some of that is in the danger zone, apparently. They're in the danger zone. Random says, foundries are so good. Well, with that productivity bonus, I happen to agree. Yeah, when do they repair themselves? I don't recall making a repair kit, but in here they're not... I don't know what they do to repair themselves, but yeah, something happens. Oh, there's a little bit more. Oh! That was an accident. Whoops! Well, come with me then. I can't pick up more coal now. Back over here. Wow. Need another one. Right, well that's going to fill that up. Then we need the carbon in there. That's good. We said we would put a fast inserter on this thing, and I never made them. Alright, so that can be that bit. The lubricant, we got a shimmy from down here. Not quite aligned, is it? Ugh. Well, I can realign it. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Right, I should put these power cables down here. What are we short on? Iron, wouldn't you know it? Right, crazy amount of resources. It'll all disappear. Yeah, yeah, no, that makes sense, because if we need to unload it fast, then we need to load it fast too. This one we're going to do slower. I should check the recipe for that. 20 to 50, so yeah, maybe it should use the faster one, but... Oh, we're out. Didn't I tell it to craft more? Put one there. Right, and then the steel I've just been getting from chest, and then we got this here. Yeah, so I kind of just want to take that, and if I put it there, just get rid of that bit. Now, why have we got no power up here? It's because I've disconnected a crucial connection. All right. Okay. Wasn't there? Well, didn't that exist? I'll tell you what. That ain't gonna hurt no one because I'm hardly using any of this. Then we're gonna want. Oh, we're out of things again. Put some of this in here. There you go. That's looking nice. The next one is steel. I think what I might do. I'll probably put a chest on here. But to get started, it'd be very simple just to put all of that into there. And then I've got some I can manually dump in. It's not going to be great, but it'll get us started. And now we've got a couple more. We got 3 foundries. Very nice, very nice. Okay. This feels like it's actually going to be sufficient because it's a bit hodgepodge, but it's working. Put a bit more of that in there. We got some more of these for you. I've even got some refined concrete here. Okay, now the thing we've run out of there is the rods. Let's upgrade this to that type. And I think we're kind of over that hump now. Because we're making foundries. Steel is a bottleneck. Then I think it's a case of just not having enough iron. And we don't have anything else to take out of it. So, back to this game. And we're good. Yeah, tiny bit of steel. So steel is like a massive bottleneck right now. And this here makes really no difference. It should all be on a belt with concrete. Sorry, with coal. But that's coming because now that we've got foundries, I think what we're going to be doing is taking lava over to these things. So let's look at all the recipes. Oh my god, it makes those? And then you get the productivity bonus on them. That's interesting. So we are actually going to want a lot of these, right? Okay, so I think we start over here somewhere. Oh, Hollium plates can be made in those. Oh, I could go do that on the other... Could I go do that on one of the other planets? No, you need to ship this stuff around, so it has to be made here. Look at my inventory here. Like, I've picked up loads of these. What else have I got that I could be shimmying away? Clearing this out, making it look clean. Certainly a little easier on the eyes now. Okay. So we're going to take calcite and lava. So I think that means I want to belt these, like these 2 resources together. We want to put them in a place where we can build, which is over here, and that's also near where coal is. So I think we want to take advantage of this space going upwards, like that. Is what I'm thinking. So we've got to start making a lot of belts. What are we doing here? Like that? No, wrong button. Gonna need a lot of belts. Yeah, and some of that stuff I want to put in there. So once again, iron is bottlenecking us. That's fine. We're going to get a lot of belts built. All into belts. Good stuff. I could, if I wanted to, ship some down from the planet above, but I'm... sorry, the spaceship above. But I'm actually really enjoying this. This is cool. Alright, so we're going to do that over there. We're going to have calcite and lava. So in our array, we're probably going to have it that way around. This is cool. This is like building stuff with liquids now. Still, you're still piping things around like you do on belts, right? But feels a bit different. I want more foundries so I can visualize what we're doing. We've got 4 now. Might want to look into the ratios a little bit. So now we're making copper, right? But that requires stone. Where do we get stone from? Because so far I've been harvesting it from rocks. I don't think I haven't had a patch of stone. I do recall reading something about mining stone. Was it the big drill was talking about getting to some resources that are harder to mine? So I don't think it was that. How do we make stone automatically then? Molten iron from lava, that's what it's used for. Correct me, chat, if I'm on the wrong path, but we should be able to automate that, right? The iron ore directly into the foundries now that you have them. I don't think that's what we do. No, wait, that produces stone. Hello. Molten iron from lava also creates stone? So then the stone... Well, I've looked at it the wrong way around. So copper and lava gives us stone. Okay. Right, so that's where it comes from. Interesting. Next one. So we've got copper, we've got lava. Then we use the calcite again to make iron ore and copper ore. And then we use... Well, actually, what's better here? 20 molten iron creates 2 plates. 500 molten iron is made from iron ore. So lava and calcite for molten iron. Okay, we don't get iron ore back out of this. I think this is not relevant to us. We could use it, but I think we need to skip over that. The lava has lots of impurities, so it produces a lot of waste stone. Okay. So I think we jump straight to doing that. Now, let's have a look at the time. 16 seconds, we will get 250. And in 3.2, we will consume 20. If we times that by 10, 200 is 32 seconds. So I think that means we need 2 of these for every one of those. Roughly, or 2.5. Actually, do you know what? I want to math this with a calculator. I want to math this. Let's see if we can do some spreadsheet math here without a spreadsheet. They're both the same, which is fortunate. So 16 seconds for 250. What's 250 divided by 20? 12.5. So that means this will provide 12.5 that. So if I multiply that number by 3.2, that's 40. So 16, 32. So it's more like, I think it's like 5 of these. I really wish I had a spreadsheet open now. 16 times 5 is 80. Okay. 250 divided by 20, 12.5. I'm almost there. Oh, I really don't like doing this on camera. I like to put things in a spreadsheet rather than try and hold them in my head. Why are you simple? Just hold on any build and it will say there's a rate in its seconds, like per second. Don't know what you mean by that. The ore-based recipes are for Navas. That doesn't surprise me. Yeah. What if we do 250 divided by 16? You get 4,000. Did I say divided or multiplied? Let's do that again. 250 divided by 16 is 15. Yeah, we'll get a similar number over here. 20 divided by 3.2. 6.25. I was onto it a second ago, but unless I'm going to pull up a notepad. I really want to do this. If I put it on a notepad, it's going to be so much easier rather than juggling numbers around in my head. So we're looking at 250 molten iron over 16 seconds, and then 20 molten iron over 3.2 seconds. So 250 divided by 20 is 12.5. So we will get 12.5 uses. So if we multiply that by 3.2, we get 40. This is where I'm almost there. Why did I multiply that by 3.2? That's the time it makes. So we need the crafting speed 40, which is 16 times 2, 2.5. I think it's 2.5. I think it's 2.5 of this for every one of those. So that means 5 to 2. I was very close to that straight away, and then I distracted myself. I think what we need is 5 of them for the second one. How many foundries we got? Let's keep that steel rolling in. That is the big bottleneck right now. Feel like I got hardly any. Wow. Yeah, we've been bottlenecked. I don't want to forget that ratio. I think it's 5 to 2. You haven't taken the 50% product bonus into account. Well, if it appears there, I guess saying it appears again here doesn't mean anything, does it? So instead of 5 to 2, it was 2.5 to 1. But it's not. This isn't producing 2. It's 50% bonus, I think. I think you get roughly 50% every time you craft. I don't know where you would see that, though. Base productivity 50%. So if it's 2.5 to 1, which is why I went 5 to 2, then one of these... Okay, I'm going to go fudge my numbers. So in order to add 50%, let's say we do it by the crafting speed. It was 16. 50% of that is 8. But you wouldn't take it away from that number. My gut says you just reduce the time to 12. There's a super useful tooltip page that I think you've got disabled. Yeah, this is here, but it's not giving me anything new in a while, right? No, not that. I don't know what one you're looking for then. Maybe we take the 250 number that we get out of it and we add 50%, so that becomes 375. This is going to make the numbers even more annoying. 375 over 16 seconds, I think, is the way to look at it. So what's 375 divided by 20? 18.75. When I had 12.5 before, that is definitely the right way again. But now, what's the next calculation I need to do? 18.75. I multiplied it by something to get 40 before. I think it was 3.2. 18.75 multiplied by 3.2 is 60, which is 50% more than 40 was. So we're on the right track again. So now it's about that number 16 relating to 60. If we multiply 16 by 4, we would get 64. So does that mean it's now 4 to 1? And we just had 5 to 2, and now this drives me mad doing this stuff. trying to figure out what numbers to divide and what way around. When you mouse over a building, there's usually that displays under the map contains useful information, including. You mean this stuff? So it makes 939.3.7. We'll round that up to 4. Yeah, let's try it with that. So 94 per second is what we're gonna get. Molten lava or whatever. That'll consume 25 in 3.5 seconds. No, oh. Ugh. I feel lost. Could someone do the math for me? We had it before we had that 50% production bonus. I should have used the spreadsheet. It's 25 per second. That's 25 every 3.57 seconds, right? Because the first number doesn't have the S, so it's clearly quantity. That is a point, actually. Like, the very last thing has the /S. Does that mean all of them are slash per second? That actually would make sense. So it's 25 a second, and we get 93.7. So let's round it up to 100, and it would be 4 of these for one of these, which is the number that I arrived at a moment ago. Oh, me and maths. It's like I'm sort of fumbling around, poking myself in the right direction, and then not sure if I've got there, but then it turns out maybe we have. So every 4 of these makes one of those. Or is it the other way around? 25... Oh, don't tell me it's the other way around. It makes 93 a second. We're rounding it up to 100. No, it's one of these for 4 of them. Oh, that is classic me. I tell you, in the past, I have done number stuff in spreadsheets, and it is just like this. It is just like sort of getting in the right direction and then realizing, oh, I've just got to flip those numbers around. Like, I don't know how I got there, but I got there. Okay, I reckon it's one of those to 4 of them. So that means that we're going to need 10 foundries. Well, actually, to get started, what we could really do is just get this rolling, rock and rolling with the steel, I think. Makes a lot of sense. Steel, let's not even calculate anything yet. Wait, that outproduces plates. Oh, we just go straight to that, of course. Of course, right. We'll come back to our ratios later on. Luckily, that's going to be kind of easy to know. Maybe we can move you to about there. Because we're going to want the steel to come in from here now. So we're not going to do that. Right. So we want to put a pump down over here. Here I am trying to plan out like the master plan. And really we should just get... just get going on this. Wow. And I tell you what, the recipes for pipes, we should get those hooked up pretty quick. They're going to be incredibly useful. We want to get... Right. We want to get right over there. And I kind of want to save some resources here. Okay, so iron, right? Molten iron. Then we've got to belt this thing over. There's a rock there. Let's get an inserter. Didn't I... oh, I see what happened. Yeah, like that. Made a boo-boo. So actually, I think I'm going to have to just put that on a belt because we're just saving resources a little bit now. Power. Woo! Here it comes. Here it comes. Yes, please. Thank you very much. Oh! Oh, it's so easy now. Just like that. Wow, I should have done that a little bit quicker. We want to get that going for iron as well, I think. I'm going to And I'm just running out of iron. So that was steel. Okay, and I have no more copper ore. Can we like shimmy together? What's the next one that I want? I really want this and that, and we got 2 more. So we can just get that molten iron to that one. That would be dandy. Look, I got 4 of these. We'll do that. Very nice. Needs a little bit of power, not a problem. 1 inserter left. Come on. Come on. We'll put that into a chest, which I can't make. I can make a steel chest. That's not bad. Is there something I missed? Molten iron. Why we got no more? I have to get rid of junk. I have to get rid of junk. Interesting. Yay! Okay, then we want to make the other type. So, wow, I probably should have put a little bit more thought into this. Then again, I didn't have any pipes to work with. I think I'm going to disconnect this. That's beautiful. Thank you very much. That'll do. That'll do. You've done your job. Okay, we're going to rotate. Put 1 there. Put another 1 here. Got power. Got that. Since we can't quite get to the next one, we're going to do that. Need to make an insert. Oh, I don't even have an inserter going on here. Maybe I should have made iron plates. Let's grab you, bring you over here. I guess we need 1 more pipe. Need 1 more inserter. We're gonna let's pinch that. Then I can use the iron to make inserters. That's the way. Let's get over this little hurdle. And I'm gonna make a few chests as well. Okay, that's good. But the iron isn't getting up there because of that. Band-aid solution. Steel chest. I'm just gonna have to rock and roll with that for now. This is good. That will last us... you're using the wrong recipe. Right. Oh, and you want that? Well, look at where this thing is. Good. Okay, that's that. Now we got iron flowing in. The iron... This should probably actually go on a belt. I need some of that iron, but like, let's get that. Ugh, this is kind of ugly. Ugly engineering, but we're making it work. It's temporary, it's messy, but we love it. Oh wait, does that need iron? That doesn't need iron, but this bit does. Okay, we're back on track. So that's even more automated than before. We just got to keep copper over here, and then we can probably automate copper into that as well. So now this is getting quite close to being automated, except carbon, which I don't know how to automate. And I had a feeling coal and sulfuric acid makes carbon, so we can actually fully automate this process. Where do we do that? We do it in chemical plant. It's time to make another chemical plant. Gonna slap it down here. Yo, where's that? Turret 1 ran out of ammunition. That's probably okay. That's nothing to worry about. Thank goodness. I saw Gleba and I was like, uh-oh. Not again. Please no. Okay, what are we doing next, chat? What are we doing next? I love this part of Factorio where everything's clicked and you're deep in the factory building. Yeah. This is the nice transition part now. What we got to do though is just keep the things flowing for the time being, and then build the next part of the setup. Which I think we're going to create like a belt for copper and iron, but we're also going to sort of rebuild the foundry over and over again, because I think we're going to use a lot of them, and we're probably going to ship them to other planets as well because they're going to be good. Right, now we can do that simply with a chest here. We can do it the lazy way, and put them in like that. Right, and then the output has got to go over there. Here it comes again. SpaghettiOs. Literally to there. Now that's probably going to need a blue one, I think. This is all running off of one turbine, I've just realised. Yeah, that's not as fast as I would like it to be, but now it's fully automated, except nah, it's like it's fully automated, but we've got coal in here and we got copper over there, and you know, at some point it will run out. I don't think we actually need to focus on getting the foundry automated next, because now where are we? We're producing foundries. One? Maybe we do. Oh, it's kind of slow, isn't it? Kind of slow. That's backing up. This could do with a speed boost, which suggests that maybe we need an array here. And oh, it's not set up to be an array, but I think I can see a way to turn it into an array for the time being. We're going to go ahead and do that. And shimmy all of that across here. So now they're on a belt together. Just looking at how close this is to other stuff, it's unfortunately going to be a little bit messy. There's almost enough space, but not really. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. I don't want to like undo. I don't want to undo too much of this, but I can actually push that up to here, and then I can take that with it. I could have done that in one go actually. That would have been pretty straightforward. Okay, so now that gives me more wiggle room, but not a crazy amount because we're right next to that. So this thing will have to come over by one. So we'd have one there. 1, 2, 3. Let's do the... Is it like that? No. That's the one. Yeah, the output of this isn't going to be in a particularly great position either. It's going to be one higher. Is it? I don't want those two, like, clashing. This is very close together. Might need to find a different place to put this. Like that with long-handed repeaters is probably... Yeah, that's the way to do it. So we run this over like that. It's messy, but, you know, we're just trying to expand the capacity a little bit. If I move it all back by one, which is also possible, then we get enough space to include yet another one. Put that here. Do that. Doesn't look pretty, but that's okay. Now we get to send this belt in that direction. No. Got that all wrong. We want something like that. Okay, so we need some long-handed repeaters. And then these ones are going to be busy, so we'll have a few of them. Let's get that right there. Yep, that's the way around we want it. Nice! Absolutely nice. 3 might be too many. It might have only been good for 2, but now we're looking seriously good for this thing being automated. That was the bottleneck. We've at least increased it. Now it's going to sit here and produce foundries for us. Brilliant. All right. Whoa. What are we doing next? Wow, that's a lot of stuff. Oh, let's tone this down a little bit, because this thing's going to fill up before long. Didn't it say that we can send this stuff straight into lava as well? So if I go and put one of these over here, or that one, I think that puts it into lava. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so we avoid that stuff there. That solves that problem. Right, I don't think we need this over here anymore. I also think it might be wise to get steel and iron into a chest going forward. And now we've got crazy amounts of coal, but that's fine. That's not going to slow us down. And loads of that stuff lying around. Okay. I'm going to throw down this solar panel just in this area. Like, I know this thing's busy. Oh, look, there's loads more steam coming out of it. That's probably because we're sucking up loads of... Oh! Oh, look at the satisfaction. Okay. It's time to come back to this thing. Oh my god, the factory is always growing. Let's go ahead and sort out steel and iron, because we've got a job to do there. Get a couple of those. I think I'll actually put a slow one up here, because I want that to be prioritized. And then that one can have a fast one. And then we're just going to collect some of this for manual crafting. Very nice. Very nice. So down here, if we want to scale this up, well, it looks like that is full. So I think we just need to craft another turbine, which is going to be very doable. Let's craft one up. Now you want more iron. Let's craft up 2. Let's scale. Let's scale. I don't know if it will support 2, but we're going to give it a try. It's not really laid out to put an extra one in here, but you know. One molten iron maker can supply 4-ish plate makers. Where were you earlier when I was doing that math? The vegetable says the factory must grow. Try using an inserter to put some stone into lava. Hey, I just did that. I just did that. Okay, yeah, so now we're planning how we scale all of this up. That was a good fun little challenge, wasn't it? Oh, this is still going here, so no, that isn't fully automated. And we're about to run out of iron, so I've still got to come over here and do this and drop some in there. And we've still got to make sure that we got iron ore, which I'm not sure how to actually get automated. Didn't we go through this? The foundry doesn't actually make iron ore. So that is a bottleneck for creating foundries. I've overlooked that. But now it's 6. Oh my goodness me, this is good. This is good. I actually might stop the process after the... I don't know. I could see us using a lot of them, so let's just keep crafting them actually. Okay. Oh, I can put another turbine directly behind it if it wasn't for that. I think that means I can put a pipe there. I wasn't quite sure how to do this, but I think I can do that. Maybe even that. I think when you put 3 on, though, it's not quite the same. Okay. Let's go get this. Let's go get this. Where are they? They'll be on my hotbar. Now we got 3 of them running off of 1. So we should see, yeah, we're looking better. We're looking better. Okay, that's good. We took care of something there, didn't we? Now this mess is going to help us plan the real base. All right? The real one. So we said we would start down here. We have to start with one of these for iron, which makes 4. We need to belt over this and belt back that. So we need to probably, you know, make a lot more of those. Because we've got 2 lots of belting to do. So this is going to make iron that way. And it's going to be 4 of these. Now we go over here and do copper, right? And behind it, that's going to be fed by one of these doing the copper recipe. And then we're going to need 2 belts going back from that. Now, I think I'd also like to do iron on its own setup here. These ones, they're a little more intermediary. I guess we could put them on belts. I think what is interesting here, actually, yeah, you don't have to send away. You know what? It might be easier to put this down in this area, right here. You've got that there. We could pipe them across and up. If we think about using pipes as the main belt, then we make iron on site as well as steel and sticks, which is kind of interesting. And even low density structure, parts of it can be given from the liquids, as can that. That's how we bypass having iron to create concrete. Interesting. And you can make copper cables. So I think we should look at it like we're going to have a main belt that's made out of cables. Sorry, iron pipes. Now, as for figuring out the ratios, like how much do we need to produce, we can easily overproduce. But I think we want to build this part in a way where we expand. We can easily expand the throughput. So it's going to need space in which, and we're doing that over here. This is going to need space. And this area is a little tricky to do. But I think if we go left to right, we can sort of produce that stuff back there, bring the pipes up here to do this. And I don't think the ratios matter too much because we're also going to stitch on things like this. Now that's 30 for with 3.2. So where that's 4, what are we saying? 20, 40, 80. This one, 3 is 90. So it's similar. It's like you'll get free steel out of one of them. If we can remember those as we're adding things to the network, then it should be easy to sort of scale up this bit and then run it through the pipes. Now, my next question is, how much throughput does a pipe have? Stack size, rocket capacity. I don't see any mention of throughput, and I don't recall hearing about it. So, chat, do you want to confirm with me? We don't have to worry about how much liquid is flowing through a pipe, right? That's not a concern for us, I don't think. Worms have been sighted, but none of them fighted, says Iconopher. That is very true. Haven't thought a single one yet. Let's take these to another location. Pipes in 2.0 basically have infinite throughput. Only pipes need pipes if the section expands more than 250 by 250 area. Yeah, I understand how that works. Like you have to install pumps to keep the stuff going through, right? So yeah, I get that. All right, so our output is on this side. So we're gonna have like 2 of these going across to the left. And we can take the stone out at any point. So I'm looking at it as a matter of like scaling. So a pump might be a limiting factor here. But if it is, yeah, like what are we going to do? We're going to just add more pumps. So I don't think that's an issue. These both run off the same thing. I should really be using this as well. Just put that there for now. So then the other ingredient is that stuff, and then we want one that goes away. So that's 2 different belts, and these need to be, they don't actually need to be misaligned. I might want to work with underground belts here if I just want to keep things simple. I think I do. I think I'm going to craft a bunch of underground belts to make things nice and easy here. So after all of that belt crafting, it turns out we don't actually need a crazy amount. Okay. Right, in order to sort of maximize left to right at the moment, I think we want to be kind of quite close to where we currently are. I think we can keep this in the same place. So I'm going to go like that. And this is going to be iron. Iron will come out 1, 2, 3, and go to the left. Actually, why does it need to be? Yeah, no, that it does need to be 3. Then we're going to need a space of 1, 2. That didn't remove it. We're going to need a space of 1, 2, 1, 2. I think you can get away with 3 in between each one. That means that we want to have this in the middle. Then we need more of those. Then we're going to want that to appear again on the left-hand side. Stupid question, for how much longer do you plan on streaming today? Probably till we do Satisfactory later. It's not a stupid question. Technically, you're limited to 6k fluid per second per pipe. 100 per tick. Uh-oh. Got to get out the calculator. Right, each one of these, although they alternate, is going to want that. So that we keep this lava flowing through. The next thing we're going to do is have a belt that goes... Oh, this is where... Aha. So I need to shimmy the whole thing over by 2, it looks like. Yikes. Or however many that is. Let's see what that is. So... Yeah, we'll try and make it work with this. Okay, so we've got like a... output belt, right? That was weird. Oh, no. I need the next one up, which takes a lot of iron, but that might slow us down here. Let's see. It'll definitely slow me. Oh my god, it uses so much iron. Maybe I shouldn't, because I really want to do it this way. By the way, I think we can help ourselves again to a little bit more of the wonders of this stuff. Let's go ahead and shimmy that over here. Grab one of these, plop it down there, and create that. Rotate it, and now we're making it. We're going to grab this, and we're going to plop it down here. And we're missing a chest. We'll replace it with a steel one. Aha! So now, let's upgrade that. This strikes me as something where it might be... Yeah, it might be worth doing that. Okay, let's cancel all these crafts. Let's make another one of those. Nice. And it's just about keeping up. That's cool. So now when I do that, the first few will be a lot quicker before we start using the other iron. Yeah, I'll come back and get more in a minute. All right, now we shimmied this across, but if we're going to use the red ones, it goes one extra further. This cliff here is, yeah, more than that, so that's fine. I accept that. Okay, let's get this on our hotbar. So yeah, we go from here to there. Then from there to there. Then we go in the other direction. We go like that to here to there. And that way like this. Now, I think we'll do every... How much calcite did it want? 1. I think we'll do a mixture of both types of repeater here. Let's also build a bit more of this. So I'm going to put that there just for copy paste. On this side, we're going to go 1, 2, and then do that. I think the distance will be okay. Hopefully, it's not going to be a bother. So we got lava in sorted. Now we got the copper and iron out sorted. Power, we're going to need one there. And now we need probably more copper and iron in our inventory. How are we doing on pipes? I'm going to take another bunch of those, and we're going to scale up rather quickly, so probably we'll want lots more. Okay, then where do we have more copper? Up here. Whoops. Okay, so the inserters coming in are going to be from here. Let's make a splitter somewhere as well. The inserters going out need to be faster. They are going to be for stone. So this one actually can be a little different. This one, however, is just going to go over here. And might actually need to make red belts and make an array. Like, we might need something like that eventually. Let's craft a few red belts now, since we're like right at the end here and we've only got a few to worry about. Okay. We still need to hook this up. There you go. So any stone now will get ejected. Then it's about the incoming stuff. This one, I'm not going to worry about the belt speed. We're just using the underground splitters for distance. That allows us to do this. We're using very little of this elsewhere. And then plug it into there. So now it's got... it might just kick into gear. It might just kick into gear. Now what I can do is then copy this and put it there. And now we've doubled the amount that we're creating. Just like that. Woo! We're making stuff! We are making stuff, peeps. How many more of these shall I install? Shall we go over the top straight away? I think we should. I think we should have fun. Although, does that look misaligned? No, it's just the zoom. And that actually tells us that we've kind of hit the limit there, because I could possibly squeeze in one for iron. I may end up using a lot more iron anyway, so that could be a thing. Also, I think we're done with underground belts, or did it need a few more crafted? I'm not sure. There might be some ghost items over here. What happened here? Did we... oh, no. Something's bottlenecking us. That stuff, which... okay, come back to the source. Coal! No? You stopped putting those on the belt. I think actually it's that, isn't it? It's just that. That's what stopped it. I've also noticed now that I have this. If we open these up, we can put them on here. And then they can get unloaded. Cool! Very cool! I can also unload some other stuff that's cluttering up my inventory. Like that. The carbon can get unloaded. I like keeping the inventory clean where I can, you know? Alright. How are you doing on that power plant, says Jessica Bean? It's let's see. It's doing enough right now, it's doing enough. We can scale this little thing up here and then build something more robust later. But we started with a relatively robust one of these. Did I not just pick up more foundries? I left them in the chest. What a goose. What a silly goose. All the belts are in place, right? Yep. So it's ready for expansion, and it's currently just filling these up. So now we got those. We have to now go and find these a new home. But it might be a good idea to do for now. If we just look at their current layout, it might save us some headaches to keep that pattern. I'm not sure that it will, but at least that bit. If we can look at that, we can actually just very luckily keep that pattern going until about there. So maybe that's our sign that we want to go upwards. Yeah, that does actually feel almost like it's in the middle. We started with the higher one, and then yeah, I think I'm gonna go to about here and then take them upwards. Now I'm noticing their colors aren't connected. Ah, they don't actually connect. They don't actually connect to each other, do they? What would it need? Quite a bit of distance. So I think what we'll do is put one like that, just there. And if we just follow this across and do it each and every time for now. Now why you got one there? Is it because I forgot to remove it? Oh no, it's because I added it a second ago going that way. Right, we'll figure all of that out in a minute. So that's one of them hooked up. The other one, we get to pick and choose where it is. I think just putting it there makes sense. Or that side. Let's go with that side. So that would be there. And then it wouldn't fit, so we'll just move it there. Cool. Yeah, so around here, I think it makes more sense for them just to be together. Okay, I think I'm going to... no, we don't need to do anything special here. Okay, let's go grab that. Oh, not quite there. Those buttons look super useful. I don't know what ones I just pressed, but they open up some useful info views. Okay, how's that? We've brought those materials over here now. That's pretty good, I think. Is this a new expansion or just mods? We're playing Factorio 2.0 with the official space exploration expansion on top of it. And it is fun. Look at this. It's just about keeping up. I imagine that might actually increase once we start using this lava, because right now it's probably filling up the pipeline contents, although... Oh, that's interesting. Oh, look, we never placed all of those. So those will get put down, and then this will kick up. We might want to get some stack inserters over here before long. Also, we're only utilizing one side of the belt because of the way that the inserters drop things onto a belt. So either we upgrade this belt or we come up with a new layout, because I didn't think of that. Oh, cool. You're already reusing that ridiculously powerful recipe. Just as an FYI, 12 chemical plants making steam is enough for 400 turbines. Wow. That means one... Hang on, let's do some numbers. I'm just going to use a calculator. 400 divided by 12 is 33. Does that mean I can make 33 turbines from this alone? I mean, it's still got loads of steam in there, so it sounds like maybe so. 1 per 30 turbine. Yeah, well, I calculated 33, so that sounds pretty close, doesn't it? Sounds like we're on the right path. Okay. One of the things we want to do is get off the planet. So you want to build your tech tree for rocket, right? And leaving. Oh, what's this? Oh, yes. I unlocked these earlier. Okay. We also want to produce the science packs for this planet, but I don't know what that's going to consist of. Those are going to be our main goals, to sustain rockets and fill them with science. So we've got this, tungsten steel, and then we can get... Oh, craft one. Well, we should do that. Oh, and then we get this. That's what I want to learn about next. Ooh, molten copper, tungsten... Okay, let's get the steel thing next, or whatever. Like, we've laid down some foundations for scaling up, but I feel like doing another little task. So we need the carbonite. Oh, wait a minute. Electric engine unit, so... There's a whole, like, tech tree thing here that involves using lubricant. I think we're going to need a main bus to get through some of these things up to that stage, right? Got to start making the things. The things! We'll definitely need a bunch more assemblers. Let's get that going. Do you know what I didn't hook up over here? I didn't hook up anything to make... and we just ran out. More of this. Let's take those. So it might be worth getting some copper plates over here or something. I don't know. What do we want to make first? What do we need on our belt to go all the way up to building things like the electric miner drill? It's tricky to decide. Space exploration. It's Space Age X. Oh, sorry, I said the wrong thing. Got ya. Now I understand your comment. Yes, all my power on Volcanus came from that recipe. I have 2.6 gigawatts, but yeah, about 33 turbines from one planet. It felt like Fulgura was really easy to spin up power, and so was Gleba once you knew what you were doing. Interesting how they made power really easy on these. I'm kind of thinking like if I fast track to robotics, then this having these will just make I could do things with robots that would make this so much easier. So that means plastic is in there, but then so's the engine. So it's not a shortcut. It's later on, unless I try and create a thrown together mishmash system to create one that's easier to do with robots flying around. Having those things would be good for it. Again, advanced circuits. So isn't plastic made with coal and petroleum? So coal is not in short supply. Petroleum, we have heavy oil. Wait, we have heavy oil and water. Then we make light oil and water into petroleum. So with a couple of these things shimmied together, we can get plastic produced, and then plastic goes into advanced circuits. I don't know if this is going to be like a big mess, or actually like a good thing to short circuit our way to, because there's quite a few things here, but it kind of looks like I could shimmy my way to some robots pretty easily. I'm going to try the shimmy approach. Let's see if we can take what we got and shimmy our way to getting some robots, and then when I build, like, instead of building a main bus, it will... Your power source on Aquilo is solar, you regret nothing. Isn't that like the coldest planet furthest from the sun? Yeah, I think I'm going to shimmy my way to it, because we got like a lot of stuff coming out here. All right, if we're going to shimmy, let's come over here. And just on a temporary basis, we are going to say, what can copper produce? It can make that. Brilliant. What else can you make? Okay, oh, and plastic. Low density structure. And that we will take. Thank you very much. Remember, this is all temporary, so don't worry too much about the layout. Okay, on the opposite side, these things. And chests. Where are the chests? I don't have any, that would be why. Okay, put that in there. And in terms of filling them up, like, we're kind of like infinite, right? So I could probably go a little crazy on this. Let's now go do the same thing again. Except we're going to be... Oh, look at that. It lines up with a little bit of space. This time we're going to change the recipe to iron. Iron plate. Then we're going to have steel. Cogs and sticks. I don't think I particularly need those last two, but... yeah, let's just get everything crafting. Probably going to need a ton of iron, a ton of steel. Oh, they're already sort of sorted out a little bit. Wait, yeah, that's right. Okay, so bunch of raw materials here being crafted. Now, can you imagine robots picking the resources straight out of here and flying them to their destination? Because I can, and I no longer like building buses because robots are easier, and I think I'm going to do that here. Although I will have to move this to another location because of the mining that we're going to do here in the long run. But yeah, look at that. Like, just picture a robot there, right? I think that's the way forward. So I think us shimmying our way to robots is a good idea. Okay, so with that done, we need to make some chemical plants, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm probably going to need to craft a lot of those to make a bunch of them. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But we wanted to do the creation of petroleum. So we need to find that heavy oil and that water. So that's where we made heavy oil. Loads of it sitting about. Let's have some fun. Let's bring this... Wait, where do I want to go with this? I want my petroleum to go into making plastic bars. That's coal. So if I want a lot, I kind of need to go over where the coal is, but we also got coal over here. I think I'm going to use this chest. I'm going to use this chest, so... we're going to have to do some shimmy. It ain't so bad, though. Something like that. All this stuff is super cheap now, anyway. I like how these new planets sort of like pump resources at you. Because you've done a lot of grinding for resources on the main planet. You don't want to do all that again. You want them thrown your way. You just gotta, you know, stitch some things together. Okay, so... not quite perfect. We'll go and shimmy again. You know what? You can actually go right there. Nope, still ain't got one. We are going to make... Oh yeah, we need water as well. Forgot about that bit. That means more shimmying. Shimmy that into there. Hello. What's next? Oh yeah, and water. So, press buttons again. Sorry. And then one here. Looks like a pretty smart layout. Okay. But it's not. It's really jank and awful. Now I want to make plastic. Wasn't there a foundry thing for making plastic though? Or I think it was an ingredient in the foundry. Used in. No, I can't make those in a foundry. Used in that one, which we don't have to worry about yet. So... yeah. We want to make plastic. Coal and petroleum gas. Look what else is over here. Alright. I'm going to put it there. It's going to pinch some of that. Plastic. Yes, please. Going to have to move one of these chests, of course. Actually, I'm going to need to empty it is what I need to do. Oh, we're producing plastic. Question is, do you need a blue inserter? I think the answer is yes. The answer is yes. In goes the blue one. Very nice. Very nice. So, if I want to get some of them, well, I can. And just do that and start getting them. And then we use them... Okay, we need batteries... and electric engine units, and then engine units. So that should be a walk in the park. If we come over here and think... Oh, that was never placed there, was it? if we use our foundries again, right? We got 1, 2, 3 of them, and there were 3 ingredients, wasn't there? Got that. Then we got this. Whoa! What's in the way, bro? What's in the way? Get rid of it. Okay, and that. No, was it? Have I already done that one? I've done that one. It's steel. We want steel. We want steel. Okay, give them a little rotation. They need power, right? Then we want to all get them into an assembler. This assembler is going to create that. So like one can go directly in, that's good. I guess the others are just going to use belts. Sometimes I think it'd be cool if there was like a 2-wide chest you could use in this game. Right, now after that we want lubricant inside of here. Along with those. Now, this is again where I could use a little something from over here. We could take that and find the spot that it fits in. So I think that's where I want to put it. We changed the recipe so that we're going to make... Was it copper cables? Then we want one that creates iron. What are we missing? We're missing those. We're missing these. That's about it. We're still making the red things. Just forget about that for now. Right, now let's go copy the blueprint for the blue one, which is just that. So we come over here to this thing. Right, let's get rid of that. They're really close to each other, aren't they? How do we shimmy this to make the thing that I want? I think they're just a little too far apart for this to be nice and direct. It's like one of them's going to need... Let's go that way around. One of them's going to need something like that. So come over here, put that there. What were we making? Those. Good. Okay, so just like that, we've now spun up production for this. And that's got to get over to there. It is definitely hodgepodge, but that's the way I wanted to do it. Because now that's permanent, right? Like, that is just running. We are now making these things. So if we get the lubricant over here, it's all just done. Lubricant is here. Let's rock and roll. Then you've got to come down from somewhere. Oh, look at this. So very nice. So very, very nice. Good stuff. You're missing the engine. I forgot about that. Whoops. Oh, we're out of them. Again. Hodgepodging. Once I get those the rocket stuff, robots, we are gonna fly. We're gonna fly. Oh, by the way, on Fulgura, I managed to find some islands which can be connected by big electric poles. Lucky you. That's awesome. That is a good find. Hey, Xisuma, you're on Blue Sky. Will you ever make an account? I am gonna work on making an account soon. I want to make the move at long last off of Twitter. RIP Twitter. Alright, so then we get steel and electronic circuits nearby. We just need the batteries. Batteries are probably iron, copper, and sulfuric acid. Well, once again, like what we got going on here, if we piped over some sulfuric acid, like let's go ahead and copy that. Can we squeeze that in here? You should be careful with too much squeezing, by the way. It can be a bit dodge. This is producing the wrong thing. That's fine. That is producing the right thing. We want to make a battery. That has to be in a chemical plant with sulfuric acid fed to it. We are looking at not enough room. So one of them will go on a belt. But then we've got to get the sulfuric acid in. So where's the sulfuric acid going to come from? It kind of ran out somewhere around here, did it not? There it is. I reckon we can get away with it right there. Then it's got to come down here somewhere. Oh, look at that. Sulfuric acid is now going into the place where we produce the batteries. And guess where that is? It's real close to where we're using the other stuff. Isn't that wonderful? One there, one over here. Probably going to need a bunch more. Craft more. Might need an underground belt for this next operation. Yeah, I reckon we're going to move them across that direction. So, batteries, we almost got them. What am I missing? Copper? Why you know take the copper, bro? Do they not like doing that? I thought they'd be okay with that. Okay, now they're doing it. Good stuff. Good stuff. Batteries. Oh, look at this. Look at this. What do we need batteries for? Who can remind me? That. Excellent. Give me some of those. So we're going to have 2 things point into there. Oh, interesting. If you press Q on that stuff, it gives you that. Didn't know. Did not know. Oh, you need to be moved over by 1. And now I need to change your recipe. We're flim-flamming our way to victory, chaps. We're flim-flamming. Okay, so let's go move that across by 1. Connect that to there. And now we need a splitter, right? Got one down here. And now we got that. Once we do this, bam. Oh, it's all kicking off. Except we forgot steel. Mighty, mighty steel. Now, once again, I'm going to do something a little cheeky. Oh, look at how much space we got here. Where did we used steel for that. So we were producing steel here. Okay, so long-handed inserter will save the day by doing that. Which will go on a belt, but it has to be an underground belt to get over here. And then we just go up like that. Put another one of these down. Put another one of those over there. And put these into a chest. Oh my god, we totally flim-flammed it. Nice and easy, right? Nice and easy. The next step is probably to upgrade the speed of these. This is why doing like arrays is a lot better, right? Arrays of stuff. Where do we do plastic? Nice, I'll take that. Also, we're out of coal. But that's fine because we've got loads in reserve. Good stuff. Good stuff. Right, so we made... Look at this. Oh, this is wonderful. Where is... Right, I can make a construction robot. I just realized I already brought some with me, but never mind. We can also make a logistics robot. How do we make that? More advanced circuits, which I'm going to be manually crafting, which I now realize is kind of stupid. Let's get another one of these. Get one of these in the air. Oh, wait. Maybe I could just put it there. That thing. Yeah, plastic. Right, and then this. So let's make our lives nice and easy. Oh, we're out of those again. You go through them so quick. Feels like, oh no, I'll never need more of them again. We're almost finished automating. What are you on about? I guess I want something like that and then something like this. So this can hold the 2 ingredients. I'm not going to faff around with getting them all the way over here again. Yes! Yes, we're doing it. To make batteries on Vulcanus, I decided to make sulfuric acid from sulfur I made with petroleum, says Maddie. Oh, it's just the way it goes, isn't it? You know, your head's still playing the other game with on the other planet. That's what it's doing. Yeah, your head's playing that sounds so reasonable, doesn't it, when I say it like that? You know what I mean. you're still thinking the old tech tree. You have to like reinvent, which I think is a really cool thing that they've done. Wait, what happened here? Was that all? Oh, coal was also there. Coal was also here. Right. Right. So now, and then we got to wait for this to kick back up again, right? Can I have more of that, please? There we go. Feels like it's a bit on the slow side. Why is that? Heavy oil. This thing was possibly... I guess we started using lubricant over here. It possibly stored a little bit in its pipes, and then we got lots of plastic out of that. But it's slow. Can I add another one of these here? Oh, there'd be a lot of like rejiggling of things. I don't know if this pace is good enough to get us to where we want to go in time. Because we need 45 of those to begin with, and then we need to start crafting them into logistics. But once we do that, it means I can replace like the plastic chest and then replace the one over here, and then we're linking them together with the roboport. So we can kind of like pivot to building up the whole infrastructure with robots. It kind of sounds like a really fun thing I want to do on stream. But I might not, I don't know. These streams are not very popular, and I think I might just play offline. But like the next bit is going to be super interesting because it's gonna be like that little trickle of robots flying around, but then you'll quickly build them up, and then when we got enough stuff being made here, we can go look at what we're going to do over here and be like, let's do this with robots, you know, and we can rebuild this with a proper layout essentially. It would be nice to scale this up a little bit, but I didn't design it that way, did I? I guess if I wanted to, I could possibly put that onto a belt. Like, that is bottlenecked. This is a clear bottleneck here, but this bottleneck here is probably bigger. I could create some belts here quite easily. This is in the way, though. Let's actually do that. So if I go and... Yeah, you're in the way now. Do that. Then we got that there. Now you're on the... that's the wrong thing. It's going to put it on the wrong side, which is okay. Because what we have to do is get our steel to point in on that side. So now if you look at that arrangement, and we go and grab these and make some long-handed... I was going to keep that. Like, we can double this pretty easily. So we want in, in. That one go there. Oh, this didn't go on the right side of the belt, did it? How did I mess that up? That's also, it's a tricky little bit of space to work with. What would do that proper? Maybe just put that there. There you go. Looking at it the wrong way around. That's the easier thing to do. Okay, go back over here. Do that. Copy it to that side. Get some of these. We got any yellows? Feels inefficient to do it that way. Right, so... Ah, yeah, dingus. Yeah, dingus dongus. Let's go put that there. Not you, me. I'm talking... Jeez, I'm not calling you a dingus. Come on now. How many are we up to? Oh my god, we got enough for a roboport! It's time to go to the next level. The next level. I want to show you a little bit of what the next level looks like. So yeah, I still need more advanced circuits, but they're trickling in, right? So we do that, but now we need a couple of chests. So let's make sure we got our plastic up. Oh, look at that, another 100. I think it will keep up. I think this was definitely the right approach to get to robots, because that did not take a lot of time or effort. Okay, and it was fun. And we got to use lots of foundries, which I like. Let's go and make... I'll take those. So now we want a passive provider. Still haven't got enough. Basically we want to up the speed of this. So this probably wants the same treatment. So if we like moved this over, no, if I put that there, that means we have to swap these the other way. And then copy that to there. Do that. Now we've got 2 of those, right? Okay. I want that. Now we're going to... now we're going to make... Can we make more? Do I need steel? I think I need to go grab some steel. Which is over here. Okay, then I'm going to make a bunch of those. And now we can make... Yeah, we want requesters. We want those. Let's make a couple more of them. So this is where things scale up quick and fast and fun. But what I do want to do is, I think the logistics area is the logistics area orange or green, because it might be a bit of a stretch. I might need 2 roboports to really link things, but those chests over there are important, and I can't quite get to like the steel chests over on the left hand side. Orange is logistics. Yeah, that sounds right. Well, we put in the logistics robots that we just made into here. I can also just put some chests nearby and move things around myself for a little bit. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go put a passive provider on plastic, and then we're going to request plastic. We're going to do it over here, and we're going to use a little of this magic, right? So we'll say that you can read the contents. Actually, is that right? Read ingredients. Read ingredients. Down here, we're going to set requests, right? So it's requesting all of that. This meat, well, that's there, so I don't really need to put those into the network, actually, but I could hook them up. I'm also going to dump that in there. But yeah, did you see it brought over some plastic, right? That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Now, I can also start to put these chests here and do some funny stuff with that, which I think I will. Look at this. Okay, here we go. Here we go. If we go and put one of these here, now we're gonna... Well, not quite. Yeah, we should just start putting stuff onto the network like that. Right, now those materials are on the network. Okay, so then what I do is I get my parameterized blueprint, which is... I'm not sure how you do... I'm not sure if you can do what I want to do here. I want to... Maybe I just need to recreate it, actually. I think that's what I need to do. So, we do this. We're going to grab that here and there. We're going to get a blue one on this side and a red one on the opposite side. Nope. How did you get a battery in you? Also, we do want to kind of... Oh, yeah, batteries are on that. Excellent. And so are engines. Right, so now we got... both types being filled up. That's good. That's actually good. Okay, go ahead and make a few of these. This is the game-changing moment, all right? So this is where your mind is going to explode if you haven't seen this before. Going to do that. We're going to set up a wire between these two things. This will be set for requests. This is now going to read the ingredients, and we're going to put wooden chest on there because we've had no wood so far. That's fine. We're going to copy that. Okay. No, we're going to blueprint that. And we're going to parameterize this. And just set it to that. So that's now a parameter. And then I'm going to give it the same logo because I'm used to seeing it. We're going to give it that as a logo. I'm going to create a blueprint. Now that is going on my hotbar. That's going to be incredibly useful. So the first thing we'll do... let's say I now want to request a repeater because... Sorry, an inserter because we keep needing those, right? If I just put the inserter on here, then I need those things in the network. So I didn't plan on doing it this way just yet, but I could pipe those over here or I could get a second roboport going. Looks like we're close to a second roboport. We can make a second roboport. We'll do it that way around. Okay, and along with that, I'm going to make a bunch of these. And then we're going to connect this over to this side, right? just put that, we'll put it here. Right, it's got power. So now, you're going to love this. We're going to make cogs and steel and copper and wires and all these things. They're now available on our network, right? Isn't that beautiful? They can now just get picked up. Very good, because now when we come over to this thing, let's put a power cable there. It's now got everything on the network to start creating a stack of those for us. Bear in mind, this might start to throttle some stuff here, although these ones won't, so that's good. Now, the thing with that is that what if I want these ones? Okay, well, they're in the red one, so they can help make that. Also, we seem to need one immediately. Let me help out with that. We seem to... That's a good thing to have now, because when I build the next ones, they're going to be able to put the inserters in for us, because they're in a chest. Let's watch that happen as well. Right, what other sorts of things do we want? We want belts, right? We're going to need belts to build things. We're going to need that to build things. And what would you know? This is going to start building itself. Correction, let's get an extra logistic and a single construction bot into here, because we need a construction bot to place down those... Did that go in? That went in. Those inserters. Oh no, we haven't got a requester chest. Let's go ahead and make steel chests over here. Where's that? Here. Uh-huh. And then once that's been made, we can make the requester chest. And we can make the red one. But wait a minute. These require red and green. So I got to make a few manual to get us over the hump here. Got to make a few manually just to get us over the hump. My construction robots will put a few down. And then I need to make sure I got some of these on the red ones. Put that there. That's it. Oh, I don't have assembly twos. Oh, what a derp. What an idiot. Hang on a second. Let's put an assembly machine down. Oh, well, that's good. Then let's put an assembly 2 machine down. Oh, well, that's good, isn't it? That's good to see, I think. The only problem is they need assembly machines. Oh, it was almost brilliant, wasn't it? It was almost brilliant. But that now we have actually all of the things being made to make the thing. That's very important. Look, we've seen enough crafting down here. We've seen enough of this. Let's grab a bunch of those and just speed this up for a second. Yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, I need more than that. It's happening. It's happening. So now we should be getting power. Oh my god, what a wally. What a wally. How long did that take me? Now I've got to get the power cables on here. That took me too long to see. I'm ashamed. Right. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now I also want to make those, and oh, they cost advanced circuits. These are a hot commodity for us right now. We're holding on to those. I'm gonna make a few more. Well, I could actually make these using one of these machines, but I won't for now. I'm gonna do this manually for the time being. We're also like soaking up some of the resources we use to get these logistic robots, but let's sink a few more into the system to make sure it's running nice and fast. What we could do is use some logistics. If I build one of these for logistic robots right next to it, we can read what's happening in the system and take them out when they need more. Oh, now it's really kicking up a notch, right? There you go. But yeah, we can keep an eye on it manually for now. But there you go. So now the rest of the base building operation is made so much easier because we've got a little fandangled, thrown together, cobbled thing down here that lets us do everything nice and quick and easy, right? Gotta love it. That's how I'm going to power through with the next part. And if I ever do another Factorio stream, you'll get to see the end results of this. But isn't that cool? What a great start. I'm so glad that we got to robots because that makes everything else from here on out so much easier to do and think about. And look at this, we still got the red circuits coming in. Although they're actually going to get chewed up a little bit now that I think about it. Yeah, like I should be smart and go, that's enough for now. Except that one there never got built, did it? I think it still wants me to make a few manually. Yeah, there you go. But now all the components to feed it are here. So like, we're actually going to shut this off because we're going to drain some valuable resources that I think we need to plan for a little bit more. Some of them, though, will be just fine. Like, we've got... That's probably too many of those already. 50, we'll leave it. But yeah, they're gonna like, put all this stuff in here, and we actually want to make sure we're using this for the right purposes, so... It needs a little bit of manual management, but it's basically halfway there, is what I'm saying. And we can use that to do everything else. Let's go save the game. That was awesome. I hope you enjoyed that live stream. Hope you enjoyed it. It was good fun. I'm going to go... Oh, do you know what? Actually, it would be great to raid where I'm going, because I'm going to play Satisfactory next. So, if Joe or Hypno are live... Oh, Joe's doing Hermitcraft today. Maybe we're not doing Satisfactory. Oh, and Hypno's doing Monofactory. I could have swore we made plans for what we were doing today yesterday. Fair enough. No Satisfactory then. I'll send you over to Joe, and then I'll ask Joe what happened to Satisfactory plans. He's doing TCG stuff. Oh, man. I could have swore yesterday we said, like, oh, and tomorrow we'll do this. But maybe we meant the next stream. Or maybe we said the next stream, and in my head I heard tomorrow. So, anyway, I'll send you over to Joe. And it looks like some TCG's going down. So I might pop on and see what's going on there. But that's it from me this one. If I'd have known that, I probably have kept streaming for a little bit longer. But I think this is a good point for me to have a break anyway. So thanks everyone for tuning in. Hope you have a great day. And Esney, thank you for subscribing, by the way. I missed that one 20 minutes ago. You are appreciated. Thank you for supporting the channel. And enjoy some Hermitcraft. TCG is back on Hermitcraft, so stick around for that. Take care.